Well, good morning and welcome to the Quays in Newry for the 2026 Newry Half Marathon 10K and Fun Run. My name's Declan McConaghy.
And my name is Deborah Loughran, and we are absolutely delighted to be back with you for the second annual live broadcast of our Newry City Half Marathon 10K and Fun Run, as Declan said, on this absolutely gorgeous day.
It's absolutely brilliant. You look out over the Albert Basin, the sun is glistening on the water. We can see live pictures now of our drones, and here we are looking at the start of the half marathon that went away about 15 minutes ago. They're looking at their watches. I'm looking at my watch. It's really, really buzzing here, Deborah.
Absolutely, and over the next few hours we are going to follow the stories, we are going to follow the runners, and we're going to keep you posted on what's happening here right throughout the morning.
Yeah, and we'll hear from runners, volunteers, sponsor supporters, everybody that's down here, and we'll give you a great view of the course as it develops. There you can see our half marathon runners. It's amazing when you see 1,000 people streaming past you, and look at that view we have looking over the quays at the runners heading just, that's us, we're there, that's us, Deborah, in the blue marquee.
Give them a little wave.
Give them a wave. We've seen Newry City runners vests going through there as well, absolutely brilliant. And there are our pacers. We'll talk a little bit about the pacers in a minute.
We will indeed, but what makes this event so special is that it's really powered by community spirit. You mentioned Newry City runners there, and members of Newry City runners have worked for months on organising today's events alongside the sponsors, charities, suppliers and volunteers from right across the local area. And Declan mentioned there, and you can see them on the screen, we've runners here today from local clubs, from across Ireland and further afield. We have a few shout-outs later on for runners from the UK, and they're all either taking on chasing maybe a personal best, completing their first race. I know there's a few people here, I'm going to chat later on, Declan, about the Wood Innovations team, and there's some of the runners in that team that have never ran before, and they've just trained for this race, and we're looking forward to talking to them later on. So there's people, some of the spectators are chatting. I think Declan's very well known here. I think
that's Josephine from the Shelbourne just went past there.
They're chatting to Declan as they go past. So I'm sure we get plenty of that as we go along today. So
keep going down to the far end.
Enjoy the atmosphere.
You get asked about everything in the comedy musician. Where are the Portaloos?
The Portaloos. Well,
loads and loads of loos.
And they are down at the very bottom.
From Sloan's?
From Sloan's Portaloos. So thank you very much to Sloan's for all your help. And Declan, that's true, isn't it? That, this event simply could not happen without the support of our sponsors, suppliers and local business community.
Well, if you want to look at it there, you've got everybody from Newry Bid to Newry Credit Union, who are really the backbone of it and established as sponsors of the whole event, and we're here at the Quays. The Quays have also been supporting us as well. A special mention to Aean Connelly from Bid, who year after year goes above and beyond, behind the scenes, providing goodie bags, radios, prizes, countless other operational supports that really helps make today happen.
And we want to give a shout out today from Maurice McBride from the board of Newry Bid, who is out on the course taking part in the half marathon. So the best luck to Maurice. We are going to be chatting to Aean very shortly. I know he's off probably still doing jobs, but we will talk to him.
Aean is omnipresent.
He is, he's always here. He's somewhere around. He very kindly got us water earlier on, so thank you to Aean. But we really do have incredible support from our local businesses and suppliers right across Newry. A massive thank you here as well to Paul and the team at Mobile Media and Outside Broadcasting Unit, who are helping to bring us today to everyone here today. At the finish line and right around the course, there's a huge amount of work that goes into this. And of course to our very own Ali Mackenzie. Ali Mackenzie was the person who, I suppose, dreamed up this idea of broadcasting live from Newry Half Marathon, and Ali recently suffered a bereavement, and I know he's watching in today with his wife Louise. And Louise's dad Drew is helping out today. We're giving him a little shout out just as he appeared there, and they have a little bambino imminent, so we wish them both the very best of luck, and we are thinking of you.
And Ali can be really, really proud of what he's achieved bringing this event to the world.
Absolutely. So thank you so much, Ali, and we know you're listening in and supporting us from home.
We got about 10 minutes to the start of the 10K. I can see them all lining up at the start line. We're about 100 metres away from the start-finish line.
There's the pink ladies from Kilkeel warming up.
Pink ladies warming up. Hi, girls.
Absolutely a fantastic group of runners that are really, really supportive down there in Kilkeel, and we're going to give them a proper shout out later on. But in terms of our sponsors, we also, Declan, have huge support from a range of other suppliers today. We've Autoline, Sound Function Events, who are down there at the finish line. Hopefully I'm going to get down to them shortly.
Stevie and
Aid, and they are we're keeping the atmosphere going. We have Championship Timing, our local press and photographers, all of whom are out and about on the course. We mentioned already our fabulous supply of Portaloos, which came from Sloan's. We have Timony's Ice Cream, we have Cloud9 protein bars, we have Sainsbury's and Tesco helped with the goodie bags, and we have many, many others. And speaking of the goodie bags, I do want to say a huge thank you to Together Works participants from Clanrye Group who helped to pack them this week. This group included young people and adults with moderate learning difficulties, and they worked incredibly hard to get everything ready with the race committee for the race weekend. And there are plenty of treats in store for the runners afterwards, and a lot of those treats are down to this man who has joined me now. We did say that he was going to be out on the course, out and about somewhere. We have Aean Connelly, who is the manager of Newry Bid, with us. And Aean, thank you so much for all that you do for this event. Tell us why it's so important to support an event like this in the heart of Newry City.
Thanks, Deborah and Declan. This is the biggest event in Newry outside of a match in Park Esler. 1,700 participants, large support network, a large group of attendees and followers, family friendly, engages local business and creates a bit of civic spirit and buzz, which is very much needed in our urban centres in these tough times. The weather just makes it, and it's a wholesome and quality day out.
And there's a huge amount of unseen work that is involved behind the scenes, isn't there?
There's everything, and not least your own involvement in that in many facets. I've just helped the face painters set up there. We have all sorts of hospitality. We have 7 charity beneficiaries, and the local businesses Cafe Nero behind us. It's their biggest day of the year, and it's all about coming together, and a rising tide lifts all boats.
And you had an interesting photo shoot during the week with a panda and a rabbit who are floating about here. Tell us a little bit about that.
I'm not quite sure what that is, but that's all part of the family entertainment, so you're never quite sure what you're going to meet here. There's a diverse range of entertainment on display.
We do indeed, and we know exactly what that is. That is our Name the Panda and Name the Bunny, he just doesn't want to say it, a competition from Your FM, our local radio station, so we're delighted to have Your FM involved as well. But Eamon, you personally go above and beyond helping to source prizes, goodie bags, radios, operational support. Why is that important to you?
Well, if you're part of the business community in Newry here, we have a tough times with COVID, Brexit, the floods, and what you see is the business community and indeed the local community has a spirit of resilience, and that spirit of resilience is infectious, and it can't help but encourage you, if you're part of it, to feel special and to give something back. So it's a pleasure, and in these tough times you have to do something extra to stand out, and days like today are fundamental to what we're trying to re-pivot Newry towards, which is based on experiences. Newry grew on the canal, which has seen its days historically. It then grew on retail, which is a mature sector. The future's experiences and days like this and bringing people in to enjoy what we have with the waterways and our new park, which will be coming soon.
And you've brought the sunshine.
I can't claim any benefit for that, but we do this every year, and we're due the sunshine.
Well, thank you so much, Eamon, and thank you to all that Newry Bid does, not only for the half marathon, but here in the city centre. We really appreciate it, and I know we'll be talking to some of your other business community later on.
And thank you to you and Declan for what you do across many fora, from drama, athletics, voluntary work. Your own input is way above and beyond and reaches every strand in Newry. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Eamon. And now we're back to getting some of the shots from the day. We're looking towards, we've got some lovely drone shots of the quays. Now we're getting to look at some of our runners, and the pacers, Declan, are a very, very important part of today's event. Just while we're waiting on our 10K to get started, we'll talk a little bit about the half marathon pacers. We know, I just can't see any of them on the screen at the moment, but we have Barry McCarroll, who is our 1:30 pacer who will be with the Speedy Group. The Speedy Group, very close to the front. Barry has been a marathon runner since 2008, and he's targeting even splits for that sub 1:30, which would be quite a good time.
It would be an incredible time to make, wouldn't it?
On a day like today.
We'll talk about times later, because you did London this year.
I did.
Sub 2, Deborah. Sub 2.
I actually, my husband, who's doing the lead car, James, at the minute, did a very interesting AI photo of me coming in ahead of the 2-hour marathon men. So it was a great moment.
Look at that wonderful shot over the city centre there. You're looking back down towards the dual carriageway to Warren Point, and you can see all the way to Carlingford Lock, right down practically the turn where you next see the Narrow Bridge. These drone shots are just showing Newry off so beautifully on this wonderful morning.
And what a morning to be out on the course. If you look at as well, so back to those
yeah, back to the pacers.
We
yeah,
talked about Barry McCarroll, who's our
4 minutes to go.
pacer.
4 minutes to go to the 10k start. Keep going.
I'm going to race through them. We've got Drew Fowler, who's our 140 pacer. He's an experienced half marathon and 10k pacer, and we saw Drew sort of warming up here at the start. He's a calm and steady approach to the pacing. We have the fabulous Joanne McCluskey, who is ever present in Newry City Runners. She's the 150 pacer, and Joanne again is an experienced pacer who'll be aiming for in or around that 8:20 mile pace. Mm-hmm. We also then have, looking at some of the guys out there on the, brilliant.
Oh, lovely. Super Dad in motion running.
Dad, go Keith. So best of luck to Keith. You've got some great supporters there as well. So I see that's just sort of heading down. They've obviously done the lap around.
They're still going through, they're back through Greenbank, and they're back down the dual carriageway.
We can see from Newry City Runners. And
there's your rabbits.
There's our infamous rabbit that we talked about earlier on. So you can go on to the BID Facebook page later on, or the URFM Facebook page later on.
3 minutes to the start of the 10k, Deborah. Keep going with the pacers.
I will indeed. I'm still getting through the pacers. So you can, you can name that bunny on the Facebook pages. Colm Flynn then comes, he's our 2-hour pacer, and Colm has been running for 30 plus years, marathon and half marathons. We have Trevor Woodside, who is the 2-hour 10, and he's aiming to encourage those people who are trying to get the 2 hours. We have 2:20 is Michelle O'Neill, who's also an experienced
Michelle O'Neill?
Not the Michelle O'Neill. She is our Michelle O'Neill because she's Michelle O'Neill from Clanrye Group, which is one of our charities that we're supporting today. So thank you so much to Michelle for helping to get our runners through their target time of 2 hours and 20 minutes. And then we have 2:30 is Graham McGowan, who's a long-time half marathon participant and ultra runner, and we are just being told that the 10k is about to start.
Yeah.
So
we're going to see some shots of the opening of the 10k, the start of the 10k race. The pacers this year, they used to have balloons, but now got these big sort of, almost like a butterfly wing, looking at there. And we can see the 10k runners there lined up at the start line. There's the start arch, that sort of black to the right of the screen. And there they are lined up at the start line. Our starter for the 10k is Dermot Mathers. Another hugely respected local runner and volunteer. Dermot's built up an incredible reputation, both through his own endurance achievements and the huge amount of work that he's done behind the scenes with Newry City Runners.
And he's now supporting people with High Rocks as well, I do believe. So I know he got a couple of shout-outs on Facebook for doing that. He served as chair of Newry City Runners, coached athletes, helped organise events, and played a major role in developing the local running scene. We will talk about Seamus McCaffrey a little bit in a while as well, who was the starter of our half marathon, but just going to watch the start of the 10k. This is going to be a very competitive race, and I know we're going to chat about some of the potential front runners in this one shortly, but you will see Thomas McGill in there, who is our 40-minute pacer. He's a marathon runner.
You get to see Armagh runners there.
You can see, Martin there is lined up on the front line. We have Lagan Valley, SC. So yes, people.
How do people feel at this moment, Deborah? The sort of 20-30 seconds. I'm asking you. How do you feel? Share that emotion.
Normally you feel very cold, but it's very, very rare that you would feel warm at a race in Ireland or Northern Ireland. So here we go.
And there we go. The 10k is off for the Newry City race day. spot on time. I mean, there is 10:30. It's 10:30 on the watch. You couldn't beat that.
You could not.
And here they go streaming along past the quays.
You can see those flags of the pacers that you had talked about there. They look fantastic. These guys are way off at a blistering pace.
And within that 10k bunch, you've got those experienced runners who are pushing up right at the start line. But you've got a lot of people, maybe this is their first race, their first formal race. They've been out training on their own, they've been out maybe with small groups. You can feel the buzz, you can feel the energy, you can feel the excitement.
And some of those milestones, I'm just looking there, Niall Rankin went past us there, he's our 45-minute pacer. And then we had Emer McCracken, who is a fabulous runner, who is pacing 50 minutes.
That's
and
Patricia Simpson away back for 55 minutes.
Patricia is, and then we had Kevin McSherry, who'll be coming shortly, and he is our 60-minute pacer. And just see Edwina from Wood Innovations going past there, and
there she is.
The Wood Innovations team. There are 17 of them out, and I actually have all their names, and we're going to give them a shout out in a little while because they're all running for Cancer Fund for Children,
which is really, really important.
Huge charity.
We'll talk about the charities that the event is supporting, but also individual welcome to the Quays in Newry for the 2026 Newry Half Marathon 10k and Fun Run. My name is Declan McConelly.
And my name is Deborah Loughran. And we have some people first chairs and wheelchairs, and you're great to see that out today. And it's a real Newry City Half Marathon, and lots of people involved in it. So
and there they go through, and that's everybody in the 10k all the way safely. And let's hope they all come back safely. The one thing, and people tell you all the time, and I always forget it, is don't go off too fast.
You are the worst for Declan. Declan sets off like he's Kipchoge at the start line, and that's a very important thing on the course, is just not to pace yourself. And that's why the pacers are so important, because if you can get in with a pacer, they will do the work for you, and they'll keep you with I suppose those splits. Oh, look at our little panda is coming along here too.
Panda is exhausted. Is exhausted. And so there's some of our children getting ready for the kids' fun run that'll be happening probably in the next 10 minutes or so. And it's really a great family day here as well, because there are people participating, people who've come down to support, people who are watching us on the stream looking out for their family and friends. There's a pair of sunglasses have been handed in if you've lost your sunglasses.
We're doing lost and found as well.
We're doing toilets, we're doing lost and found, we're doing pacers, racers, runners, funners.
Everything. All here today at the commentary box.
Lovely thumbs up for number 3 and 162. Hi guys.
What I would like to do, Declan, is I think we missed him at the start line. I think
Seamus.
Have a little chat about Seamus.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about Seamus.
Seamus was a founder chair of Newry City Runners, and one of the most respected figures in the local running community. He helped shape the club in its early days, and he became known not just for his endurance in running, but for friendliness, humour, encouragement. He brought on local athletes, and we've seen that down the generations. So many people are so generous with their time. Willie McCracken, it's Willie's 80th birthday this year.
Oh,
I was chatting to him earlier this morning. I'll say we'll have a wee chat with Willie later on.
And he'll have his little black book out, and he'll be writing down the times and the pace that people are going on, and he's just such a supporter of local running here in Newry.
What people can't see and what I have in my hand is the finisher's medal.
I think we'll get a shot of that.
We will, but if you look at it, there's so many parts of the city reflected in it, between the runners and landmarks that you would see through the city. So we'll hopefully show you that a little bit later on.
Sometimes people just don't appreciate the work and the thought that goes into even the likes of the medals. But one of the things that we maybe didn't get to talk about as well this morning was the number of dignitaries that we have had here this morning. We are just waiting on our Minister for Infrastructure to arrive. I know she was doing Sunday politics this morning.
She missed the start.
No, she is the starter for our kids.
I thought she was doing the half.
No, she's not.
I thought she was doing the 10k.
No.
Is she doing the fun run?
She's doing the fun run. So
is she doing the fun run?
Well, I don't know, but maybe her boys are. But we're looking forward to getting a few words with Liz Kimmins, our Minister for Infrastructure, fairly shortly. We had the chair of Newry Morning Down District Council, Councillor Philip Campbell, here with us. He was here, and he is going to have a little chat with us at some stage, but we need to find him. We had the chair of Newry Bid. We obviously just spoke to Aean Connelly there, but Rory McShane MP Dara Hughes was here, and we have a number of local MLAs, councillors and representatives. So it's great to see our civic community getting behind this event as well.
You can see pictures of the runners coming down the dual carriageway heading towards Warren Point. It is really, really warm out there today. I mean, I know they talked this weekend about record temperatures, and any weather forecast that I had seen was sort of saying that they weren't going to reach this far, but I tell you what, there's no clouds in the sky. There's a big sun up there that we haven't seen for a long time. Beautiful. And the temperature is really building. Down that, there's not any shelter when you're running down that road and coming back. It's flat. It's a great pace that you can set. There's Breastmates Newry who are down cheering on.
Zone.
Yeah, they have a cheer zone just
local charities
at the old Warren Point Road.
They have a huge number of people out today to do that. You talked about it being warm, and normally one of the things we really benefit from is a warm-up before the races, but it may not have needed that today, but we had one anyway. So we want to say a big, huge thank you to James Teague and the team from Pure Gym who led the official warm-up before the races got underway, and Pure Gym have been a great supporter of this event, so thank you so much. You
can see on your screen there that shot that just went through with the pacers coming round the roundabout at the Greenbank Industrial Estate. It's a sort of sporty area of the city. You've got the tennis clubs down there, you've got Park Esler for home of Shamrocks GAC, and the home pitch for Down, and then you've got Newry Football Club down below that. So, and there's our junior kids, and they look as if they didn't get the email about don't go on too fast.
No, they are off and they are running. So what a team we have out today.
There we go. Oh, there's some a little bit nervous.
No, they definitely didn't get the note about the pace, and they're coming absolutely flying past us.
Incredible form.
Such an amazing array of older children, younger children, and it's just great to see, I suppose, that young athleticism coming through and given that opportunity to do something like this. We also have some maybe...
And there they are, you can see them on your screen now.
Coming as well to be part of this. So.
Well, isn't that wonderful to see the youngsters getting an opportunity, not just to run, not just to get exercise, but to be part of a big event like this. You know, they'll always remember the day, maybe this was their first one, maybe some of them were with us last year, but they'll always remember this event of taking part in the Newry City Race Day.
And do you know what they might remember even more, Declan?
Go ahead.
I do believe that the girls from Newry Bidge are currently at Timoney's Ice Cream, picking up 100 tubs of ice cream. We didn't bank on the weather, so it may be in a little bit of a state by the time it gets here, but I think the children will enjoy it.
Look at that.
Will enjoy it regardless. And
there's somebody in Newry City Runners colours there going along, and they're about 5. Well done. And there's that little puppy.
I think that's probably Patricia Simpson's little kids, because I did see them kidding.
I saw them earlier on. There's number 5 and number 6. They signed up so early on, yeah.
Patricia is pacing, and I do see our Chair of Council coming towards us now, so we will get a little word with Councillor Philip, if that's okay, if we can say.
Philip, how are you doing? You're very welcome. Good to see you. Come around here. You just stick that on your head there, Philip. Philip, an amazing event when you look around here. You've been here for the best part of the morning, from early doors when they were just setting up. When you look at an event like this coming to Newry City, how important is it for the city to host events like this?
I think it's vital, and it's just so great to see it, and it's obviously my first time here, and I was actually blown away by the fact that it's only started in 2018. And I was talking to some of the events organisers, and they've just seen that growth year on year in it, and it's really great to see. And our town centres and our cities are more about services and activities that people actually get involved in, so it's just great to see, and long may it continue.
Come around here and look at the pictures, because you can't see these pictures are going worldwide. We'll share those with you. These are the pictures that you were seeing from Newry going across the world on the Newry City Runners YouTube. It's the largest participation event that we have here in the area. It must make you very proud when you look at that.
It does, yeah, and it's about community and people coming together, because it's volunteers. I know the bid have been actually really active and organising and helping and supporting, but it's about everybody coming together to create a great event. And as I say, it's my first time here, and I definitely won't be back. Maybe not in a running capacity, but definitely just in a capacity.
Why not?
I just recently did my daughter running the sports day near tore hamstring, so
but you can always work your way back. You can always work your way back now. I don't like to push anybody too hard, but We couch the 5K, you know, is always
well,
there.
Maybe the small incremental steps, and maybe get to the 5-10k.
When you see all the young ones taking part in the fun run as well, it's great to see. We talk about active health, and this has been a month of health in the city as well.
That's what
that's really participation from an early age.
And it's people from all walks of life that are coming to do it. And you can see that it's first-time runners, all ages, all backgrounds. So it's just great to see that something like that brings everybody together as well. So it's just that promotion of an active, healthy lifestyle. And obviously we'll move the Albert Basin Park, redevelop this, and be transformational as well. So it just brings more to the city centre.
You look across there, you can see the sun glinting on the water, the canoes are out there. You know, there really is an opportunity to regenerate this whole space, isn't there?
And when we do, we will get that done.
Yeah.
Get it across the line. It'll again be transformation for the area. And just look at the city centres and how they've changed over the past couple of years. It's all about bringing people in, and I think that's what's happening. And as long as we have events such as this, and more events built onto that, bring people into the town centre for businesses, communities can thrive, it's going to be beneficial.
I don't know if we've a shot from the drone inside, guys. If you can cut up a shot from the drone, if it's looking at anything at the minute. But there you can see them coming down the dual carriageway, and at the other end of the dual carriageway, we've got the Narwater Bridge is under construction. Yeah. This weekend you've got the Blues on the bay. Oh, there! Look, here's the runners coming back. There's our winner coming back in from the fun run. They've been out and enjoying it there. You can see the pictures. 174. Well done.
That was fast.
There he is crossing the line. 174 then came in first. And look at them. They're just running for fun and enjoyment.
It's brilliant to see. It's just apparently the fun run gets very competitive, so it's good to see. Yeah. So, very good.
Brilliant. Philip, thank you very much indeed. Next year we'll see you in the fun run, maybe the 10k the year after that, and then the half marathon the year after that.
Incremental steps. Okay, thanks very much, guys.
Absolutely brilliant. Philip, there you go. And there are fun runners coming back in again. And look, a little bit of competition, a little push for the line. There's always somebody who wants to sprint for the line, isn't there, Deborah?
But those first three that came in were absolutely amazing, and I do want to try and get a hold of their names, Declan. I might send you off to try and get the names of the three first finishers in the kids run there, because they deserve the recognition, because it's absolutely amazing to see them out today. I am now joined by John Doyle, who is the Member Services Manager at Newry Credit Union, our second main sponsor for today. So, John, thank you so much for being involved in today's race. Why would Newry Credit Union get involved in something like this?
Well, Newry Credit Union is a community organisation, and we are really proud to be the second main sponsor of the Newry Marathon for the last few years. It's a great sense of community, and we like reaching out to various members of the community, and everyone's welcome at Newry Credit Union.
And tell us about what Newry Credit Union actually does and what you offer in the city centre.
So Newry Credit Union offers loans for a range of reasons. They offer a savings with a potential dividend at the end of the year, so we like giving back to the community.
No, that's fantastic, and I know, I always said, I think one of my children was the youngest member at one stage. I think it's always good for children.
Yes.
I know we're seeing the children coming on in past.
Yeah.
It's a very important thing for children to get that idea around saving and getting that habit from a very early age.
It's good to join Newry Credit at a young age and see it right through the various stages of your life. So yeah.
Brilliant. And how have you found it here this morning?
It's
Are
great.
you tempted?
Great weather.
To run?
Maybe next year.
Well, I don't know. Is that in the fun run or the 10k or the half?
I would say the fun run.
Oh, well, here we'll hold you to that, and hopefully we'll see you in the fun run. Maybe the oldest participant in it, but you could do very well.
Yeah.
So, John, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And thank you for everything that Newry Credit Union does,
No problem.
including at today's
Great.
event. So we really appreciate it. So there you've heard from several of our sponsors, and you've heard from the chair of the council. We're still seeing some of the young people running in to get their well-deserved ice creams, which will be coming fairly soon. It's such an amazing event here, and we're just seeing them all coming down at the front of the quays, and to see that level of support for it, and all of the people that are out here supporting. We've had lots and lots of shout-outs for today's event, and I'm going to just have a look at some of those now, and some of the people that have been contacting us. And you can still do that if you go on to the Newry City Runners page. If you go onto their Facebook page, you will see a link which tells you there's a link to joining us live on YouTube, and there's also a link that can bring you to sending in your well wishes, and we'll do more of those later on. But to get us started, we have Samir sent in a shout out for Rashmi Galasker, who is taking part in the 10K, so good luck Rashmi. We'd also like to, we mentioned them already, but we would also like to give a massive shout out to the Wood Innovations team, and hopefully we'll get chatting to them later. I did say they're running for their charity of the year, the Cancer Fund for Children, and they have a whooping 17 runners taking place. We have 6 in the half, Oliver, Christopher, Connor, Liam, Jack and Matthew, and 11 in the 10K, including one of the owners, Philip, the CEO, Edwina, who we mentioned, who gave us a wave on the way past, Siobhan, Gillian, Maya, Neve, Martina, Samantha, Dahi, Ethan and Roxanne. So well done to Team Wood Innovations, and thank you so much for supporting our event.
And the results are in for the Newry Kids Fun Run, and first boy home was Robert Smith, and the first girl home was Jessie Crilly, and they're up on the podium down there. They're getting their photographs taken by the local media, and we must thank everyone from the local media, all the photographers and the reporters who cover the event. You know, we've got mobile media here taking us live to the world, but locally all of our local photographers are always here, not just for today but right through the year, supporting the event.
And it's so important for them to, I suppose, profile these things, you know, during and afterwards. And congratulations to our 2 winners of the race, because you really do deserve that credit. So and we have just been asked there, I know Eva has come up to ask us about the Timolees, and I know it was being picked up at 1:45, so it should be here very, very shortly. So I don't know whether Eva was looking for the ice cream for herself or for the children, but again, we are just the fountain of knowledge here.
Wow. And you know, also let's mention from Newry City Runners, Una, who does our report every week, and she is so detailed. She pulls together all the information about all of the Newry City Runners who've participated in park runs, in races, locally, nationally and internationally, writes all that up, sends it off to the papers, and that's great as well, because it keeps the profile of the sport, the event and the club right in central focus when you see it there in your local media.
It really does indeed, but I have a story for you here.
Go
Have
ahead.
you ever heard anything like this? One of our committee members, our vice chairperson, Anya Fagan, decided that a 10K place would be in this 10K would be a fab Chris Kringle gift for her colleague at Daisy Hill Maternity Unit.
Oh, lovely.
What do you think? Would you like one of those in your Chris Kringle package? So Claire Myers, whether she liked it or not, was gifted a 10K place for today's race. So
That's certainly a sugar-free Christmas present, isn't it?
You are right. So the best of luck to Claire today, who's missing her family, who couldn't make it here today. But we will be here, and we will give Claire an extra cheer. And thank you so much to the amazing team at Daisy Hill Maternity Ward, who are no doubt, cheering Claire on today.
And you can see our runners streaming now down, and that's the turn point for the 10K. So we just saw on the screen there the turn point for the 10K. People heading back up again towards us for the to the finish line.
I was getting a little bit distracted there because I was trying to ring somebody at the same time. Everybody's panicking about this ice cream, but it is coming.
It's coming.
So
it's
it
coming.
is definitely coming. And
there's
some very
a couple of people who really deserve the ice cream, don't they?
Yeah.
4 and 5, they signed up very, very early. Listen, we sort of skipped through the 10K pacers, so let's give them a good mention. Pacing on the 10K for the 40 minutes is Thomas McGill, experienced marathon runner, and he'll be keeping right on the nail to come back in on the 45 minutes. We've got Niall Rankin, who's pacing for the 45 minutes, and he loves 5Ks, 10Ks, halves, marathons, and the ultras. Have you ever done an ultra, Deborah?
No. But
Have you had an ambition to do an ultra, Deborah?
Well, put it this way, an ultra is basically anything over the 26 miles.
Oh, we've all done that.
We have all done that. So running a crooked path in a marathon means that you have done an ultra.
I don't think that counts, Deborah. I don't think that counts. So we've Emer McCracken and everybody around in the local running scene and right across Ireland will know Emer. 15 years experience, marathon, half marathon pacer, and pacing the 50 minutes for the 10K. And then you mentioned Patricia Simpson earlier. Patricia's addicted to running.
She is amazing.
The family are addicted to running, her and Peter.
Normally you see them with a pram or at least a couple of children come and run along with them, so they're a fabulous family.
It says on the notes hundreds of races completed, including 19 marathons.
Good girl, Patricia. I believe she also did one on her wedding day. If we get a hold of her later on, we might get a little story.
So that would be a good interview to get. Let's keep an eye out for Patricia. She'll be wearing the big butterfly wing 55 minutes for the 10k pacers. And then for our 1 hour pacer, Kevin McSherry, who's also done 26.3 ultra. I think he's done real ultras, and 100 plus half marathons. So the pacer, talk about pacing, Deborah. You know, we can see the pictures coming in there. The role of a pacer, and you've been a pacer in the events.
It's so important, and you know, there's quite a lot of pressure on the pacers, because what you're actually trying to do is you're trying to make sure those people that are running with you get their times and get that opportunity to, I suppose, do what they've been training for, and you take the pressure off them. So you're actually managing the watch and managing the pace. And one of the most important things is the thing that you're maybe not good at is going out slowly and making sure that you try to get those even splits.
It must be difficult. We're looking at wonderful pictures here of the turning point for the 10k.
Oh, there's Christopher just going through from Wit Innovations.
And if you're doing the half marathon, to see that sign and see people turning there and know you got to go straight on.
I wonder, does anybody do a little sneaky and turn at that point? And maybe look as if they're coming in to win the
There's
half
a lovely
marathon.
wave from the turn at the 10k. But you know, getting out with a bunch of pacers, they give you the rhythm, they set the pace, they are a good bunch to get in with, because if you can get in with a bunch of pacers, hi Liz, how are you? When you can get in with a bunch of pacers, you get onto the rhythm and you start to forget you're running. Because it just is continuous. It's a rhythm, it's a beat that you used to sing when you were doing a pacer. I remember being in that group.
Whenever I'm pacing, absolutely, because it just keeps people distracted. We have just had arrive with us one of the pacers of politics in Northern Ireland, and I'm going to make sure and try to be hopefully a little bit nicer than they maybe were to her on Sunday Politics. I don't know how that went, but Liz has come direct from Sunday Politics to be interviewed by me at the Newry City Half Marathon. So Liz, we're with Liz Kimmins, who is the Minister for Infrastructure, who is such an extremely supportive person for our local community and all these events that are taking place in Newry, and I do not know how you do it, but we were asking, Declan was asking, were the boys taking part in the fun run, or was there any chance of them getting down?
No, because I was too late this morning, so unfortunately not. We'd hoped to be down earlier, and as you said, I got called away to do some other work this morning, but I suppose just to say, Deborah and Declan, what a morning, absolutely brilliant, and I think this is just the essence of what Newry is. It's been long running. I think my uncle Seamus McCaffrey was involved in the original establishment of the marathon.
We were talking about Seamus, and we're going to talk about him a little bit more, and I don't know if he's still here, but we'd love to get a few words with him, because you know there's so many people in behind this event, and we talked to Aean about all the work that goes in behind it, and Declan and I were working on the script yesterday, and every person that we rang for information was out doing a job. I mean, Anya Fagan was counting water bottles, Damien Mulholland was out marking the course, Peter Linden was driving around, and all these people were doing work. But you know, I suppose just to come back to this morning, you know, what impression of the event atmosphere do you get, or like give our listeners I suppose a sense of what's going on here? We're seeing some of the pictures of people out in the carriage.
It's just absolutely fabulous. Everybody's in great form. It's so positive. I think the sun's out, it's always a bonus, but when you look at the crowd that's here, it shows you just how big of an event this is, and it grows year on year. Great to see the kids involved. Definitely my ones will be here next year. I might do the fun run too. That's probably all I'd be fit to do.
I know, I think that's what it
Well, we'll start training now, Declan.
I think we could definitely get you in with one of those pacers that Declan was talking about there.
Do hill repeats up the storming.
Don't tempt me.
You started the junior race, and obviously it was very, very competitive, and some of those young people coming in just looked absolutely amazing. How important is it to encourage young people into sport and activity?
Oh, it's unbelievable, and I think yes, for the health reasons, for the health benefits, but also it's a community. And I think our young people then, when they're involved in something where they are part of a wider group or wider community, it's something that stays with them all the time. So I think it's brilliant to see so many young people, and it's something different. I mean, it's one of the different things that, you know, naturally a lot of our young people go into football or, you know, whatever it may be. So great to see all the up and coming athletes here today.
And have you been impressed by the scale of the event?
Unbelievable, and so well organised. So well organised. I think it's an event that is an important part on our calendar for the local area. People come from other places to be here today, and I just want to commend the team, yourself, Declan, Damien, Anya, all of those people, as you said, who have just put in a huge effort to make today the success it is. So I'm very proud to be from Newry, very proud to represent Newry, and it's days like today that show us what we're all really about.
And we're very proud to have you. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Liz, for all you do for the local community. So that was Liz Kimmins, our Minister for Infrastructure and local MLA. We also have Deborah Hughes here, who is the local MP for Newry and Armagh, and I'm going to see if Deborah can have a quick word with Declan here, just to talk about, again, we're just not that happy now. Deborah is standing in jeans and a cap and does not look like he's kitted out for running. So we need to talk to Deborah and find out what excuse he has for not
Dara, come in here.
kitted out in his running gear.
Deborah will get you wired up there. Dara, as you look around and you can see the day that's in it. You've got the boats out on the basin there. You've got the runners. You've got the fun run. For you looking at that, does it give you a buzz? Do you get excited when you see all this?
Oh, absolutely. The town looks fantastic. The numbers turning out as high as ever, if not higher than ever. The whole basin looks brilliant, and it just, when I'm standing here, everybody's smiling. It's great. I can't wait to see our city centre park developed, the Greenway developed, and all of the other developments that are coming down the line for the town that will actually make this event even better going forward. So fantastic day, great weather, perfectly organised, great buzz about the place. It's fantastic to be here.
Dara, you look out in the water, you can see the canoes out in the water as well. You can see how that can become developed for water sports here, participation sports here, relaxing in the park, events on in the park.
Oh yeah, no, the basin is an incredible resource, and if we did it well with the park, with the development that's coming, it could be a recreational hub for the whole town, and that's exactly what we want to see delivered.
It's a warm old day here, and I see you've got the long trousers on. The next year now we'll be expecting to see you in the shorts and start off with the 10k.
Well, as it stands, I couldn't run to the traffic lights, so I'd struggle with the 10k, but maybe it's a
you started to do the couch to 5k. There's a great park run actually now that runs down the Greenway. Started this time last year, because we were talking about it, the first one coming up this time, a week or two after this event last year. It's up and running now. 150, 200 people running that every Saturday morning. Again, something coming to the city, bringing it to life, bringing a new dynamic into the city.
Oh yeah, no, and we've been dealing with Parkrun now for months, and prior to it kicking off, we were engaging with them in the council in order to get it done. We have a bit of resurfacing, a bit of work and all, but it's fantastic. I mean, those sorts of recreational activities should be accessible to absolutely everybody. They should just be on your doorstep. So the park run is a great asset and a great addition to the town.
Did you mention resurfacing in front of Liz?
Off the footpath.
But look at the pictures there. You know, you can see people coming now towards us. They're coming on the dual carriageway. You can actually see the glistening of the heat on their skins. I hope they put on the old suntan lotion as well out there, because there could be a few red faces later on in the day.
Oh no, for sure. A fair play to them. I wouldn't be able to exercise in moderate climate, never mind with a bit of heat.
Listen, thank you very much indeed for being with us. I'll let you get on, and you can get the Couch to 5k plan off any of the organisers here. They'll be able to help you out. We'll see you next year running there. All the best. I'm joined by Damien Mulholland. Damien, another fantastic event for Newry City runners. Tell me a little bit about the planning of it and when you actually think about 2026.
It's a great day for Newry. When the sun's shining and runners on the road, and you just hope it turns out like this. When does the plan start? It starts tomorrow.
But that's the thing, isn't it? There are so many people involved, and every year you've made it grow. You get feedback from the runners, because this is a race for runners by runners.
Absolutely. We know, technically all that. You know what runners want. They want to be well looked after, they want to have a good course, well marshalled, plenty of water. After the race finishes today, we sit down and have a look and see how did it go. Every year the feedback has been awesome. People just love coming to this route. It's flat, it's fast, and the PB bell is pretty close to here. It'll be digging all day.
We didn't mention that. Yeah, the PB bell is just the other side from us here on our commentary position. Once the runners come in, you're right. But you know, there are people who are out on the race today searching for PBs, and they've been training for PBs. But for other people, it's maybe their first run, it's their first time out, it's their first experience of being part of a running event, and they're going to get a real buzz out of it too.
Declan, when you come to watch a run like this in Newry, the happiest people on the course are the people who are out there for their achievement, and their achievement is to cover the distance and have a good time, or someone who's been out and coming back. I'm very lucky. My daughter's running today. She had a baby 5 months ago, and she is just out to experience the 10k and will be as happy as the first person who crosses the line. And that's what I love about coming to Newry. You see all the happy, smiling faces.
And you can see it. There's people out on the course. We can see it at the minute, smiling away, enjoying themselves, having a good time, even though it's a challenging day. I mean, 8 o'clock this morning, I went, that's perfect weather. But over the last hour and a half, that temperature's crept up a little bit.
It has crept up, and I've been on the course. And I go out on the course now, and I come in with the last runner. And but we have lots of water out there. We have our paramedics in place, but everybody was smiling. When I was out on the course, there was nobody under pressure, under stress. But they're all enjoying it, and I think people are sensible at times to know to take it easy.
Yeah.
You know, the weather conditions are a little bit wet, a little bit hot. Just pull back and hit it easy. But I know so many people out there looking to do their best today.
We were talking earlier on about not going off too fast, which is always my error. I might get carried away. But we talked about the pacers, and you have great pacers, experienced pacers who are going to bring people home in a time they want to achieve.
Pacers are amazing, and of course today, as you say, we have some fantastic pacers. And what happens today is all our pacers have loads and loads of people surrounding them, and they're on time. They're not going out too quick, they're going out at the right time, and they have big bunches of people, and I hope they bring them all home because the pacers, their job is, and they're all talented runners. And we will have lots of people out there, and we're looking after everybody. And as you say, the pacers from the 10k every 5 minutes, and in the half marathon every 10 minutes.
And the thing about the pacers group, we were talking to Deborah there earlier on, is that the pacers group set you in a rhythm, and you really forget that you're running. If you can get it, it's almost that Roman centurion beat that you hit, and you all go along together.
It's great. When you're with the pacers, you forget about your watch. You don't have to worry about it. The pacers do it all the time, and they're bubbly characters. They're inspiring. All you can see is them shouting at the group among them. Deborah here used to pace for a couple of races, and Deborah would have been smiling, shouting and singing. And they loved it. So suddenly you're standing there, and there's a group of pacers coming along singing and shouting and roaring. And that's what we have out there today. And when they get back here, they're going to be well looked after. We have food, non-alcoholic beverage for them, water, sports drink, protein balls. We absolutely try and treat our runners and spoil them.
And that's the important thing, isn't it? And then they come back next year. I mean, this race was, you're capped. There's only so many people you can enter into the race, but you hit that maximum very early on, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, when we set out on this...
Oh, look, I think we got our first finisher coming in here. And it is 1:02.80.
Wow! It's our first finisher for
33 minutes.
Or half.
And it's Chris Drysdale from Ballydrain Harriers. Was it 1:02.80? Did you say 1:02.80?
1:02.80. We barely got to say thank you to Damien
Chris Drysdale
there,
from Ballydrain Harriers. Trying to look at the time.
I think somebody said just over 33 minutes.
30, there's 34 has just turned on the clock there, so we'll get the official time.
Second place coming in now, very closely behind him here. Unbelievable times, that's fantastic. So we have 1:03.04. Still looking strong coming down that final line, and I'm hoping to get to the finish line fairly shortly to get a chat to some of these guys.
1:03.04 is Gareth Brown from Ballydrain Harriers as well.
Wow,
so
okay.
First and second for Ballydrain Harriers.
And we have third place coming now, and that is 1:03.76.
And 103.76 is Mark McElroy from Newry AC.
Wow,
well
done, local runner. So thank you very much to the first 3 runners. That's absolutely amazing.
So Chris Drysdale from Ballydrain Harriers in first, Gareth Brown from Ballydrain Harriers taking second, and in third place Mark McElroy from Newry AC.
And we didn't even get a chance to talk about some of the guys that we thought that might feature
and they're
in
here
that
already.
Particular race, and they're here already. So Declan, I'm going to head to the finish line here and see if I can chat to these guys, and maybe you could talk a little bit about the charities.
I'll fill for the charities, yes, yeah. So we can see more runners coming. Is this our First Lady coming home, Deborah? Can you see just there? Coming through now. Is this our First Lady coming home? No, I thought I saw someone on the route. 104.99. So you can see our race finishers coming in now up to the finish line, and they're pushing on for personal times, looking to get their personal PBs, and that's 104.99. And 104.99 is Rio McConnell. So well done, Rio. And 102.35. And 102.35 is Daniel Keys of Lagan Valley Runners. And then we've got our lovely view of Narrowwater Keep, and 102.36. .102.36 is Juliana Keys, Armagh AC. So you can see a beautiful view from our drone shot over Narrowwater. More of our 10k runners coming back in. 105.97. .105.97 is Brian Devine. There's the drone shot looking back, heading towards Warren Point. And of course, if you're down the Warren Point direction at the minute, you've got the Blues on the Bay Festival, which is happening down in Warren Point. So if you're at a loose end this evening, that's the place to go for the best in music. So I just can't see the finish line clock at the minute. But we can see the runners still coming in towards the finish line as we're showing you shots. You see those poles that you see in the middle of the waterway there? That's the support poles for the new Narrowwater Bridge that's going to link County Down to County Louth. And a wonderful view of Warren Point ahead of you. Absolutely glorious, looking up Carlingford Loch towards Rostrevor and on out. And now you can see a wonderful shot of the runners heading towards Warren Point and then coming back up the road again. Lots of runners pushing their way through. Coming up now, these are the 10k finishers. He's delighted to make the finish line. He's looking really, really strong, and they all are looking really strong and fit. And here they go, coming over the line now. We want to bring you as many shots of the finishers this year as we can, and that was some of the feedback that we got from last year about the stream as well, is let's see as many of us coming over that finish line as we can, so we can look back and get it up on our social medias. We talked a little about the charities that we're supporting here, and the event itself has supported a lot of charities down through the years. This year it's supporting Clanroy Group, a local organisation delivering training, employability, health and well-being and community support programmes. And still the runners keep coming in, and this is our pacer coming in now, so this must be our 40-minute pacer, Thomas McGill, coming in and bringing in the 40-minute 10k runners. Of course, the pacer will be just slightly ahead to make sure that they get in on time. You're talking seconds maybe to bring them all in on time, anybody that wants to go in on the 40 minutes. Our charity, we talked about Bolster Community is one of our charities, a charity social enterprise. It supports individuals and families across the whole of the Trust, of the Southern Trust area, with practical family and community support services. And look here, we've got, I think this is our First Lady coming home, and it's 10100. Congratulations, 10100, well done. And I can tell you, through the magic of filtering, that's Sinead Murta from Newcastle AC. So congratulations, Sinead, well done. Again, looking very strong as she came across the finish line. I know Deborah's headed down to the finish line to see if we can get some interviews with the runners and the winners as they step onto the podium. And still the runners coming in. Well strung out now. At the old Warren Point Road, as we would know it, which is not far away from the turning point from the 10K, we saw some shots earlier on of Breastmates Newry. Again, one of the charities that they're supporting here. So Breastmates Newry providing support for all of our runners on the 5K, and again you can see them out there on the route. There's toilet blocks along the route as well. We talked about toilets, rows of toilets at the start finish line, and some toilets out on the route as well. And one of the important things, especially on a day like this, is to make sure you hydrate well, you keep fresh, and you look after yourself when you're out on the route there. So the runners there, you can see them coming through. This is actually coming up to the turn at Narrow Water. So that would be the halfway point on the half marathon. There's the turn, and there's a beautiful, wonderful shot from our drone of the roundabout at Narrow Water. Heading up that road will take you into Burn. If you went to the right, you would head into Warren Point. And eventually that new bridge will take you over into County Louth, and you can turn left and head for Meath, or turn right and head back up to Newry. Between the Warren Point dual carriageway and the Omeath Road on the Omeath side, we've got that new greenway I was talking to Dara about earlier on, and you can go all the way on the greenway from Newry, all the way down through Omeath and down into Carlingford. And that, I think, will be a sort of runner's route in years to come to get you from Newry to Warren Point, rather than running on the carriageway as we do at the moment. And there we are, looking back up at Narrow Water Keep and Narrow Water Castle. And Castle at this time of the year, and the woods are beautiful. A lot of bluebells grow in those woods, a bluebell wood, and a lot of families use that as photographs for special occasions. You can see here our runners coming up to the turn, so we've got a wonderful shot. Some people just taking on that liquid, so there's our water supplies at the turn of the half marathon. You can see our runners coming up, some just taking that chance to get on a little bit of fluid, just walk for a little bit, do a little bit of recovery, and they're there. So we've seen our runners coming into the finish line. Let's head over to Deborah, and I think Deborah's got some of the finishers with her for a quick chat to see how the race went for them. She's not there yet. They're obviously still getting the snaps taken by the photographers. As we see runners coming over the line, they're just happy. You notice every time they come over the line, the hand goes to the wrist and the button is pressed on the watch, so you record in detail your finishing time. Of course, Championship Ireland will have all the results for you as the day progresses. And just look at the crowds that are here supporting all of their runners. Again, looking back down the Warren Point dual carriageway at the runners coming up to the turn, and there's another one of pacers coming in. That's probably our 45-minute pacer, Niall Rankin. We talked about the sponsor or the charities that we're helping. Davina's Ark is an organisation supporting people and families affected by addiction, and each charity this morning received £1,000 from the race committee in recognition of their support and involvement. We've also got support for the Kevin Bell Repatriation Trust, a trust that supports bereaved families repatriating loved ones home to Ireland following sudden or tragic deaths abroad. We've Downright Brilliant, supporting individuals with Down syndrome and their families across Newry and Mourne, and we have Women's Aid, Armagh and Down, supporting women and children affected by domestic abuse through safety, support and advocacy services. And we have Chris here.
We do indeed.
Chris
we have
Drysdale
Chris Drysdale. I did try to do this.
Harriers.
I did try to do
You're
this
back.
in the finish line, Declan, but I had to sprint back up again because it is just, the atmosphere is unbelievable down there, but it was just far too loud. So we're back up to our little perch to have a chat to Chris Drysdale from Ballydrain Harriers, who is the winner of our 10K. So, Chris, congratulations. How did it feel to take the win today?
Pretty surreal. It's the first time I've done this in the local scene, so it was, I don't know, I didn't really know how to react when I crossed the line
So
first.
this is the first time you've won a local 10K.
Yeah.
Fantastic! That makes it even better. Congratulations, that's amazing. Talk us through the race from your perspective.
Yeah, I mean, we started out pretty fast, and then we just sort of kept it even on the way out. Number 2, Gareth, him and I sort of worked together on the way out into the breeze.
Gareth ended up coming second.
He did indeed, yes.
And he's Ballydrain as well.
He is
yeah,
indeed.
because we thought you had really taken the win with the first and the second, so you must be thrilled.
Again, yeah, it was just one of those moments where I was like, like surreal again. And then once we got to the halfway, it was sort of fair man's game, and I took off with the fellow on the bike, and the rest is history.
Fantastic. And did the warmer conditions affect things out there?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think there was more water thrown around me than there was drank.
I know. It's not too often we get to say that, so we'll take that.
Of course, this is the one day of the year where we seem to have the best weather, and here we are running.
I know, but it's just, it's wonderful. But it brings an atmosphere and it brings a crowd out compared to we're normally used to running in the rain. So did you come here targeting a specific time?
To be honest with you, I came here to podium.
Okay.
I seen last year's results, and the winner, he was away in front. But 3 to 6, we're all sort of together.
We're achievable.
So I knew if I just sort of went out, kept it honest, especially with that first K, you sort of know who's here to race and who's here to get a time. And yeah, when it was just Gareth and I in the front, I was like, well,
go for it.
Let's do it.
What time did you end up with?
I think 34 flat. So
because we thought it was actually 33 something whenever you're coming in, but we're sort of at an awkward angle. You'll take 33
I'd take
something.
33, that would be great.
Is it a PB?
No, it's not a PB, but it's nice to run that fast, especially with the heat and the wind on the way out. Yeah.
Brilliant. And how important was the crowd support? Was there plenty of support on the route?
Genuinely, I was kind of surprised because I knew it was a big out and back. So obviously to get people out there at 3, 4, 5K, there's a lot they ask for, but just having the other runners and having a few other supporters there just to make a bit of noise really does have a massive effect.
And we had one of our charities, Breastmates, had a cheer station, and I mean, I know they've been making a huge amount of noise the whole way along the course, so that type of thing lifts people as well.
Definitely. Between them and the singers, just those little things that just make you smile.
Brilliant. Would you come back and race in Newry again?
Yes, I think I'll have to come back and defend that title.
Brilliant. Well, we look forward to seeing you next year, and congratulations, Chris. Absolutely amazing. Chris Drysdale from Ballydrain Harriers, and your second place, Gareth Brown. So well done to Gareth as well. So hopefully we'll get a good name in Ballydrain Harriers, and you'll be back again here to defend your title next year.
Thank you
so much. So that was the winner of our 10k. We are also looking for the female winner of our 10k. That was Sinead Murta from Newcastle, I do believe, and I know we have gone in search of her. The last thing I think that runners want to do when they come in to after finishing a race is to be pulled away to be interviewed, so we need to just give them a couple of minutes. We also have the first meal home in our half marathon, so hopefully we will see him shortly as well. I know my trusted comrade Declan has gone looking for them, and we have sent several other people to go looking for them, but we just haven't tracked them down quite yet. So we have just, if we're looking at you have a list of the winners there, is that right, Declan?
Sinead was first in the ladies. Gareth was first in the men's, and Chris Drysdale's, was that the other way around?
Chris was in the 10k.
Yeah.
So in our half marathon, we had our half marathon winner in as well. Did you capture him?
I didn't see them on the way through.
You didn't see him. No, well, we did. We were trying to shout from the end line. So we have one of our Newry City runners. I think it's Darryl.
It's Darryl, yeah.
Darryl. We'll maybe try and have a little word with Darryl and see how he got on. He might have been able to see a little bit more than we did. So.
Darryl, come in here. He's looking exhausted. Darryl, how was that? Tough out in the course today?
Yeah, it was definitely a warm one, so it was the headwind going out towards Morn Point was tough, but the way back it was against us, so it was a good run, so it was, but definitely warm.
Did you find that the wind was in your face going down the road, but when you turn, you'll hopefully get a little bit of light relief from it behind? Anytime I've done that Morn Point dual carriage where the wind is still in your face no matter what way you're going.
Yeah, especially around Greenbank, and whenever you're along the shore, so it's true, whenever there's no trees, definitely was tough. And then I say, on the way back, definitely the wind did help, and then with the wind going against you in the finish, it made it tough finish, but it was good to get it done.
Is it warm out there?
Definitely warm.
Yeah.
Definitely warm, yeah. It's tough conditions, so it was especially in the last few weeks whenever it was raining and everything with the training. But yeah, it's a good one. So
it's a thing with summer races, isn't it? That you spend your time training during the winter, so you're training in the cold and the wet and the damp, and then you hit a day like this, and it's a transformation of the experience as well.
Yeah, definitely. So it's true, and it's a bit like whenever you're training for the summer and going into an autumn marathon too. You don't know what weather it's going to be like too. Like I did Manchester last year, and training in the winter, as you know from last year, so it was really tough. So it was, and then going into Manchester and London was the same day, and it was very warm those both days. And it's whenever you're training in the winter, and race day, anything can happen, so it can too, and especially when it's hitting 20 degrees.
Yeah. There's a real buzz out there today. When you're running, do you get a sense of that maybe at the beginning and the end, but on the way through as well? Do you get a sense of the excitement and the buzz?
Yeah, definitely. So the crowds really do help. So those points are always struggling, especially on the way back, with heat and everything. So it's true. So the crowds definitely did help and push me along the 1 point road. So it was.
Listen, Darryl, well done.
Perfect.
Absolutely fantastic running today, and great to see the NCR colours there out on the race as well. As you look at it there, you can see some shots of our commentary position, just as Darryl was heading off, getting the headphones off, going off for a well-earned Timonese ice cream maybe, or maybe a non-alcohol-free Erlendeger lager.
I know, because there's lots of food here for runners coming in afterwards, and I think they'll appreciate it, Declan. I don't know, while I was away trying to get some footage from the end line, did you get through any more of our shoutouts?
No, I didn't do the shoutouts.
Okay.
We did all the charities, so all the charities had a little mention that we've supported. So if you want to take some shoutouts,
we have sent the bid team off to try and find our 10k female winner and our half marathon.
Excellent.
And 10k our half marathon male and female winners. So while we're waiting on them to come through, and we're still getting shots of people finishing here, I'd like to do some more of our shoutouts. We have best of luck to Sharon Finn and all the pink group from Drogheda and District AC who are running the 10k today, so we may see them coming in. And that is from Jed Maher, who is missing this fantastic event for the first time in 5 years. So Jed, we hope you'll be back next year, and we'll give Sharon and the crew a good shout out if we see them coming past.
Excellent.
Good luck to Patricia and Rory from Mollusk Carriers. This message is saying, go have fun and enjoy the run, you're both amazing, and that comes in from Sonia Miller. So good luck to Patricia and Rory, they may be coming through at some stage now. best of luck to Anna, Ashley and Jamie who are running the marathon. You were all smash it, and that is from Sinead Downey. We have, I did mention earlier on that we had some runners in from a bit further afield. We also had somebody pushing
a wheelchair runner coming through, and a great cheer of support from the crowd, bringing them on through to the finish line.
And we might even get a chat to some of those people in a little while. But the atmosphere and the cheers for people coming down this last straight are absolutely fantastic. So we've also got, yes, we did mention earlier on about some of the people that are over from the UK, and I know Eva's sister Julia and her husband, who I don't know his name, are here, and they're running. Oh, we have somebody going for a sprint finish with the tops off. That's a very Northern Ireland thing, with the tops off.
There's nowhere to pin your bib number onto when you have your top off. That's a risk.
But we also have Kelvin Fox all the way from Chorley in the UK. His dad was from Newry, so he's running with Damien Fox. And Damien has been doing a lot of fundraising here recently, so well done to Damien and Kelvin. And that comes in from Julie Sledge Fox. So best of luck to those guys, and hopefully they're coming in to finish sometime soon.
There's great shots here of all the runners coming across the finish line as well. And you know what they'll be doing? In another couple of hours they'll be going to this feed and scrolling back to find themselves coming over the finish line, and that's so important, isn't it? That moment, that little buzzer, somebody come along with family member jumping across the line. They're full of enthusiasm. This is what you want to see, Deborah, isn't it?
Well, this is what you're looking for later on when you're going through, because it's very hard to come down off the buzz off a run. It takes you a little while, and you'll go looking for some of the footage and to see your form when you were finishing, to see if you actually made it safely across the line, or if you looked like you were just about to collapse. And I see there Rory from Newry City Runners has just gone back to coach his good lady in over the line, so that is lovely to see as well there. Ruth Murphy and Michelle O'Neill, we mentioned Michelle earlier, she's one of the pacers. That comes in from your colleagues in Clanrye Group, who is one of our charities today. We've also had a shout out for, I have to get this right now, Aishel. Aishel Green is a fabulous hairdresser from Bestbrook who is running today, so good luck Aishel. And that had come in from your friend Jenna. We've had a message, this is a lovely one, Declan, from our good friend Bootsy Fern.
Oh, Bootsy, yes.
And we lost our dear friend and runner Dave Gary recently, and Dave was just such an injection of energy on the running scene, and him and Bootsy were like double trouble, and they just supported everything and got involved in everything, and we dearly miss Dave Gary. But his son Sean and his mates from Hub Packaging are running the half marathon in memory of Davey.
And it's not beautiful. The first time I did the Newry Half Marathon, Bootsy was the pacer. And it was on this route as well. And it was a warm day too, if I remember correctly.
He probably stopped for a beer en route, did he? That was
luckily on this route there ain't that opportunity.
There isn't. Well, maybe we'll talk about that in a little minute, because McCoy's are doing a little bit of an after party. But Sean and his mates are running in memory of Davy, and they're raising funds for prostate cancer.
So there we can see people coming back up Boat Street there. That's going to lead them back over the Dublin Bridge and back into the finishing straight here by the quays.
And they're coming in thick and fast now, coming through, and there's probably a mix of the half marathon and the 10k there. But Bootsy had also asked us to give a shout out to the wonderful Zoe, his daughter, who is another amazing young lady, and she is at mile 4 water stop, banging out the tunes with her disco. So I'm sure the runners appreciated the disco. And I see the girls have managed to track down Sinead for us, which is brilliant. So we thought we might be able to track her down. So
well done, Sinead.
Delighted to get Sinead Murta here with us, and she has got her fan club. She's got her fan club with her 2 kids. So we'll have to get Sinead. You'll have to tell me who these 2 young people are.
Great numbers, Sinead.
Thank you. Sinead, congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh, what a number.
I know.
That was a winner's number.
That was supposed to be. And do you know what? We didn't actually get to talk much about it before the race started, but you were on our list to watch.
Okay.
So we were. Now we did have you listen. So how did it feel? How did it feel to get the win?
Oh no, it was great. It was actually running with my husband today, so we said we'll stick with the 40 pacer and try and hang on. So I wasn't even thinking about winning, it was more just trying to stick with the pacer, which he was in my sights, but maybe just didn't dip onto the 40, but happy with the win, yeah.
Brilliant.
Delighted.
And what time did you end up in?
40:17.
40:17.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, no, so delighted with that.
That is fantastic. And who do we have here?
So this is my tree. This is Nisha.
Nisha?
Yeah, he's 5, and then this is Saoirse. She is 9, so they're the big supporters on the sideline.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
And I thought, when I saw that medal, I thought maybe you had done the fun run, but
We didn't get time to book. We missed out on that actually.
I was going to say if Mummy and Daddy were out running, then they didn't get a chance.
No,
Is
they didn't
this-
get a chance.
and
This is the husband here. Yeah,
Yes.
this is Colin.
We know Colin. How are you, Colin? Good. Congratulations. So I don't know who was chasing each other this
Well,
week.
it's a bit of both each way, you know.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
And what is it like being in a running family like that? You know, sometimes I feel it's important that both of you do that.
No, definitely. Well, I started running when I was about 20. Just decided I needed to lose a bit of weight and just wanted to get out. And then from there, it's nearly an addiction, honestly. I just need to get out. And then when Colin, he was playing football and then he started to run then. So we started off kind of road running. He went into the mountains, done a bit of mountain running. Then children came along and just try to keep it on as much as I can. So yeah, I try and get out maybe 4, 5, 6 nights a week, depending on if I can.
So are you an evening runner?
Yes, I'm an evening runner.
I'm morning now. I don't know. I just say you can change the world between half 6 and half 7.
You can.
But don't contact us after that from the school run.
So it's good crack. It's busy, but it's really, really good crack.
Good. And what's next on the horizon?
What are we doing next? The Portaferry's good. I do have something else. I can't even think the next one. But I'm just going to try and race as much as I can this summer. I haven't raced much. Done Belfast there a few weeks ago, the marathon, so I just want to show them shorter stuff now and
just allow you to bask in the glory of this one.
That's it.
Which, Sinead, congratulations.
Thank you.
And to Colin and to Nisha and Saoirse.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm sure you are very, very proud.
Yes.
And well done getting the win
Thank
today.
you very much.
And thank you for talking to us.
Hold on a second now, just while you're here. Colin.
Oh, we're going to try and get a little chat with Colin
Colin,
as well
come in.
there. So hold on.
Give
Colin's
those over
not
to
getting
Colin
away.
there.
Colin's not getting away.
Because I know
so
Colin of years. I know Colin of years.
I did Colin's homework.
Colin, how are you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. You weren't out. You were looking after the family today.
Oh, I was running myself.
Oh, were you?
So as I did, yes. Mum and Dad was looking after the family. I was running a wee bit behind Sinead, but I was running, so you know.
It's warm out there today.
It's warm today, yeah. There's a wee bit of a breeze when you're running down towards the point, but it is very warm. There's not much shadow. It's a good event. It's brilliant. So many people out in support was brilliant. So it was right down the Warren Point Road and all as well. So it's very, very good, you know.
Colin, you sort of changed your sporting disciplines, because I remember you in the day playing midfield for Glen out in John Martin Park there.
The good old days. So it was.
That change from being a Gaelic footballer to being, I mean, you do a lot of fell running, mountain running, hill running, hills and dales. Is that a big change and a big challenge?
It is. Well, the Gaelic football gives you a good base of fitness, so it does. But it definitely, the running changes. Gaelic football, you're short busts, so you need a certain base of fitness, a good base of fitness. But it's a short burst and the twisting and the turning. It was my knees that sort of packed in after a couple of SAL operations. And the twisting and the turning was doing me. But when you're running roads and that, it's a straight line. But I definitely enjoy the mountains, run the mountains, and the fell running a lot better.
But you said the knees. You had problems with the knees in the football. But then when you went to the mountains, surely that must be a challenge as well.
It was the twisting and the turning, really.
Oh, right,
so
yeah, sharp turns.
Yeah, and chasing after smaller, nippier forwards. So that was the problem. And turning when they turned, you know. At least in the mountains, you're siding when you're going to turn, so you're on the same with the road. But it's very good. It's great. I've met so many people through the running. Finish the football and. You're sort of thinking, what are you going to do? Because you miss the whole camaraderie of your team. But once you get into running, you meet a whole new community. It's brilliant. I'd recommend it to anybody that's fit to do it to pick up running.
There you go. With Glen are back in Division 1 again.
Great to see it.
Great to see it, isn't it?
Yeah, Stevie Clark's doing a great job with him, so he is, you know. So fair play to him.
Great ladies team, senior ladies team out as well now, girls team. So the club's doing very well.
New pitch and all there as well.
New pitch looks great.
Looks brilliant. Yeah, so it's very, very good.
I can see the perspirations rolling down your face. I'll let you go. But let's come lovely, and thanks for coming to chat to us and sharing those memories.
Yes, thank you very much.
You can see our runners still out on the route there, and just taking that little bit of a gel, pacing your gels in. Is that you know, timing that hydration, timing when you take the gel on board, getting that little energy boost just to get you through it. And here runners coming down the finish line looking as fresh as the day they started. What time is it now? It's 11:34. So an hour and a half into our Newry City Run event.
and I believe they're doing the presentations for the half marathon. We're going to get a chat to
absolutely brilliant.
the winners afterwards. But in the meantime, we have Brian here from Bunrail and Cloud9, and Brian has got his protein balls here for people for afterwards. So Brian, thank you very much for supporting the event today.
Good morning, how are you? All good?
We're not too bad.
Yeah.
Some atmosphere here.
It just keeps getting better and better every year, and that is like I'm doing this here for 4 or 5 years and running the odd time when I get a chance to do it as well, and you just see the atmosphere in that one there, and then obviously with the weather there today, it obviously has made it that wee bit extra special.
It's just amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you're here today with you've got your Cloud9 protein balls.
We've got our Cloud9 protein balls that they're doing that with a whole new thing, so it's our homemade protein balls where we will be going out into stores nationwide now within the next 2 to 4 months.
I know Aean Connelly's living on them.
Living on them. He keeps ringing me up there. Are you about? Are you about? And I was like, we try to get them everybody sorted, and then obviously get around to all the local stores, and back to the whole thing that Newry and all is about is supporting local and things like that there, and the local do support me, so I'd like to come back out here and do all the sampling and get them tasting of all the new products coming up.
It absolutely is, and it's so important for us to have the likes of you today, so thank you so much for getting involved in it, and hopefully people will get to enjoy the protein balls. Maybe not yet.
No.
There's a lot of people still out on the course, so we can see them all coming in there. We've still some people out on the carriageway, probably will do for quite some time. But Brian, thank you very much, and thank you for all that you do to support Newry this Newry Half Marathon.
All right, thanks.
So there you have it. We've got chatting to the winners of our 10k race, and we're just waiting on the winners of our half marathon. And we still have a steady stream of people coming down the quays here, coming in to finish. I'm sure they're glad to get to the final point. We're currently looking at the carriageway. Look at that scenery, and coming from those drone shots of people coming.
There you are,
back
looking
up
back up towards Newry City.
Newry, yeah, and quite a low riverbed there at the moment, but
the tide is out.
The tide is out. But what's it like whenever you've done the half marathon here before?
I have, yes. Yeah.
I feel as if whenever you get to back up to the industrial estate, you feel as if you've got the back broke of it, but you still have a good bit to go.
You've got some of a mile to come. We started the year I did it was the far side, so we're in the middle embankment there, where the new park's going to be. So you've about, when you get to that Green Bank roundabout, you've nearly a mile to go. Although, I was talking to somebody who was doing the 10k, and I said, think about it, when you leave here and you get to Green Bank, you've a mile done. So you've only 5 to do.
Always look at the positives.
Always look at
the
that's what you try to do when you're out there. I would always try and pick a landmark that's not too far ahead and reel it in.
I like to count the lampposts.
That's a good one as well. Reel them in, something to lift your mind so you're distracted for a little bit. But you look at it, what makes this such a special event? The number of people involved, the people involved behind the scenes,
and the people that we've spoken to already that are involved. Now we see the Cafe Nero team here who are working very hard and fueling everybody on the caffeine here. They've just walked past us there today. We're just outside Cafe Nero at the front of the quay side of the quays here. Somebody who may be coming past us fairly soon is Summer Long and her dad James Long, who've been wished good luck for the half marathon today. Wishing the Dean good luck in the half marathon from Mum, Dad and sister Tiffany. And we spotted the ladies coming along earlier on. Declan, I don't know if you noticed the girls from Run for Dylan.
Yes, they were here earlier on, weren't they?
They have just so got behind the cause for a gorgeous young man who was tragically lost, Dylan Vallely, and we had lots of kids and the runners as well, and there's Cathal McSherry going past us with his medal as well. I'm sure
so you can see from the clock we're 1 hour 8 minutes and 42 seconds.
We also then had a message coming in, run Kyle run, Teresa has the dinner ready, from Katrina Rua. I wonder, can we all get that? We wouldn't mind.
It's a bit early for the dinner yet. It's only 20 to 12. Big shout out to Jim McGuigan, who's running in the 10k from Newry Bosco, Newry Musical Society, New Point players. And Jim at the weekend, you'll always find him up Ferry Glen, walking up to the big stone with his brother Paul McGuigan, and Paul did the London Marathon when I was over and did the London Marathon. Speaking of London Marathons, Deborah, you did London Marathon this year.
I did London
And you
Marathon.
did London Marathon in challenging situations because you had an injury during training.
I had an injury and I didn't get to train at all. So the most I had done was 12 miles, and it wasn't the ideal setup for it. So I had hoped to try and get halfway, but I ended up getting the full way around. So
Brilliant.
I was delighted. Now,
What kept you going? What kept you going?
do you know, I think no pressure, and you know, it wasn't a big deal. It was just, here we've got our 1 hour 40 pacer coming in just while we're talking that I was not.
So that's
with
Drew
the
Fowler.
That was Drew Fowler is getting a
So he's
team
bringing them
across
in,
the
and
line.
that's pretty. Yeah, you can see the clock
Pretty
there
close to
coming
there.
into 1 hour 40.
And I do believe now we have got some of our half marathon winners and maybe second place people coming in to see, and just maybe Declan, we're going to see if we can get a handheld mic here to have a chat to some of the guys maybe
Okay.
together. So we'll just
still
hold
look
on
at
for
our
one wee
racers
second.
coming in.
So we're just getting to have a look and see who our winners were. We've got a list of them here. So we have Christopher Ding. Yeah. So we're going to get Chris to come in and have a quick chat to us here. And Chris is from Willowfield Harriers, and I believe, unless we have got it wrong, Chris, I believe you are the winner of our half marathon.
That's correct, yeah.
Congratulations.
Cheers, thanks very much, cheers.
Brilliant. Now that's not a local accent, Chris, even for Willowfield Harriers.
No, it's not, but I've been here 15 years. So
okay, but you still haven't lost the Liverpudlian.
Well, if it was going to leave me, it'd have gone by now, wouldn't it?
No,
Yes,
you're right. So how was the race, sir? How do you feel?
Brilliant, yeah. No, went well. I mean, it wasn't super quick, but I guess it was hot, and it was myself and Brendan that kind of took it out.
So that's Brendan Heaney?
Brendan Heaney there,
yeah,
Mama.
so Brendan Heaney. And did Brendan come second?
He was second, yes. We got to about 6 mile, and I thought I'll just push on just before the turn. Managed to get a bit of a gap there, it's about 30 metres, and then the guy on the bike kept me right. Just kept pushing it, and then before I knew it was 300 metres and just kept going. Got to sort of the 10k sort of turn marker there, and obviously run into a bit of traffic there, but the bike kept me right because my head started to go a little bit. And then with about 2 miles to go, I just kind of I knew I had enough, just managed my effort, so I was happy, yeah.
And Deborah, Sean, brilliant. What was your time in the end?
I don't know, I think I might have been about 73 dead, or just under or just over, I don't know.
Okay,
but
so
I mean,
what's that, about 113?
Yeah, about 113, yeah.
Brilliant. And I'm assuming it's not a PB if you said it was very fast?
I went down to Bowameen in March and ran 70-40, so I knew there's a better run in me, but that's not what it was about today, you know. It was very much croup and then just go. When you're on your own, it's kind of hard. You generally use the watch. You run sort of feel, run to feel.
That's what I'm looking.
You just run to feel, and if you're having a good day, you're having a good day, aren't you? I enjoy it more that way, you know. So.
And have you done this course before?
No, never. I looked at it last year and it didn't suit whatever date-wise, but I always intended to get down because it looks a super event and it is, you know. So really enjoyed it.
Did the weather impact today? Do you think?
Well, it might. I mean, it's warm, isn't it? Let's not be. But it's not London heatwave temperatures. But for us, it's when you've trained all year in cool, wearing gloves up until end of April. You know, it is a bit of a shock to the system. But
I was wearing gloves last weekend.
Exactly. But you just adjust, don't you? So, but no, it was great, and it was great to have the family down. And
brilliant. So who's here with?
So my wife and my 2 boys. So
what's your 2 boys' name and your wife?
Arlo and Albie and Kim there.
So Arlo, Albie and Kim, I'm sure are extremely proud of you today.
I've already got the prize money spent, I think.
Brilliant. That's the way to do it. So, and what about did yourself and Brendan? Did you know each other beforehand?
No, I don't think I've raced with Brendan before, but I knew that from last year he was second, I think, last year to Gary Morrow, who's a friend of mine. So when I looked at the results, I thought, when I saw him on the start line, I thought, he knows what he's doing. So
because Gary was doing the 10k. Was he?
I didn't see Gary today.
So he was signed up for the 10k, but we just don't know if he was actually here or not. So
very good. Yeah.
Congratulations. Will we see you back in Newry?
I'd recommend it. I'll be back. Yeah, if I can make it work, definitely. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Why
We
not?
hope you'll promote us amongst Willowfield.
Absolutely. Yeah, for sure.
To your
there's a good few Willowfielders down in the
so
10k as well. So,
brilliant. We were delighted to have you.
Thanks so much.
Congratulations,
Thanks
Chris.
a million.
Thank you so much. So that was Chris, and he was our winner of our half marathon, and he was from Willowfield. He raced alongside with Brendan, and Brendan Heaney is from Armagh. AC, and Brendan is a good friend of this race and well known, so I'm going to hand over to Declan.
Brendan, well done, congratulations. Well, how'd that feel out there? It's a warm day out there on the course, Brendan.
Very, very hot.
We were here at 8 o'clock and it was nice and fresh, and you thought that's a great day for a run, but that temperature suddenly crept up.
Sort of when you turned, there was a bit of a headwind the way down,
but you would know here that dual carriage was a headwind no matter what direction you're going.
Sometimes you get it both ways.
You do. Chris was saying you were sort of almost side by side all the way down to the turn, and then he just pushed on a wee bit.
Yeah, you sort of got a gap, and then.
Is it hard to pull that gap in when you're out there in a day like this?
Yeah. Your legs are gone.
But is it something you're trying to do? I mean, you're here today. A lot of people are here today, maybe for their first run, for participating, fundraising for a charity. You came here today focused on getting that win, and when you see that gap ahead of you, psychologically they start playing games in your head.
I don't know, you just have to sort of dig in and try and...
And is there a technique that you would use when you see somebody pulling away from you? Are you trying to zone in on the back of their head? Are you trying to say match their pace, match their stride? Anything you're going to do for that?
You're sort of just looking at the back and saying, right, I have to try and reel him in.
And was he just pulling away from you? Just you weren't going to get him today?
No, it's maybe a bit soon after I'd done Belfast and the start of May there.
Yeah. Belfast was amazing, wasn't it? I did the relay in Belfast, and I must admit I felt a bit of a cheat because I was doing the last leg of the relay and people are saying, come on, you're doing great, and I'm going, well, I've only run 100 metres. Belfast tough in a way for runners because you've got those fresh relay legs coming in around you.
Sometimes, it's good to have them there sort of pacing you a wee bit.
Give you a wee lift?
Yeah.
Give you a wee lift? Yeah, that's brilliant. Well, listen, congratulations, well done again.
Thanks.
And on a tough day, tough run out there. Go and get a wee glass of water and rehydrate.
That's a beer.
There's a man now who's got a bit of sense. A wee glass of, and we have Edinburgh alcohol-free beer for all of our runners afterwards. I can see they got their Subway roll and their free alcohol-free beer, and they're heading off, enjoying the sunshine, enjoying the atmosphere here down at the Quays.
So that was our first place runner, which was Chris Reid. We're just going to check and see if it's Chris Reid. Brendan Heaney was in second place, and in third place we had Peter Cosgrove from Serenity Run Club. So well done to our first three male
we'll
finishers.
Have to see if we can find it.
We are waiting. The ladies are away looking for the female finishers, great. And while we're waiting on them, I'm going to read out a few more of our little check-ins. So we had good luck to all the pink ladies from Kilkeel and Cons. Good luck to Shazney on her first half marathon. And that comes in from Sarah McCullough. I seen Sarah coming over the line. I don't know what time she done, but Sarah was hoping to do in around 44 minutes, and I'd be very surprised if she didn't do that in the 10K. As we mentioned earlier, the Pink Ladies in Kilkeel are just a great group of runners and really, really supportive to each other. So well done to all of the Pink Ladies from Kilkeel and Cons. Next up then we have Go On to My Son Kyle, You Can Do It, Love from Mom and Dad, and that comes in from Teresa. So we don't know if Kyle is doing the half marathon or the 10K, but we hope Kyle has had a good day here and your mom and dad are very proud of you. We also then have good luck Connor Ahern, or Daddy as he's also known, from Grace and the boys. So good luck to Connor. We hope he had a good run here today. And next up then we have good luck to Jim McGuigan. I know that Declan has already mentioned Jim McGuigan, so he's another great local supporter, so well done to Jim. We have got then also good luck to Tasha Rafferty on her first half marathon, and that comes in from Shane. So many people are running their first half here today. We also have Marina, Declan's wife, has just arrived here, who has obviously just finished, and Declan has gone off to give her a big hug to say well done. So well done to Marina there. We have, just reading out some of the rest of these some of the rest of these messages of support that have come in. This is another one for the Pink Ladies. To all the Pink Ladies, have a great run today. Sorry to not be there. And that is from Diana Johnson, who is another one of those great Pink Ladies and also the manager of AIB Bank here in Newry. So lots of support coming in for our Pink Ladies. We then have got our next one in is good luck to Peter Kingham, and that is love you from Andrea Wilson. So that's a lovely little message coming in for Peter, who is probably in or around coming in on the line at this stage. And lots of runners coming down. You can see them coming streaming in over the finish line.
Beautiful.
Now.
Wonderful pictures. Wonderful
proud.
pictures.
Brilliant
well done to the
coverage.
guys in mobile media for bringing us our coverage today. It's absolutely fantastic.
You can see the delight on people's faces.
You can see the exhaustion.
I know, crossing the line there. And one of those could be Ethan Walker. Go Ethan Walker, so proud of you. You love from Granny and Dad, who sadly can't be there. And that is coming in from Ben Walker. These messages are all coming in to us from the internet and from the link that's on the page on Newry City Runners
Yeah,
page.
if you want to give anybody a shout out, that's still there, it's still live.
It's still
Deborah's
there,
still monitoring.
I'm checking it out, so I'm just reading these off the internet. So good luck to Jessica from Mum, Dad, Victoria, Geordie and Scarlett. So we're hoping Jessica is having a good run out there today. And come on, Nicoletta, stay active in May for Nicholas. So we need to have a look at that, and maybe there's a bit of a story behind that. So that comes in from Michal. So that is for Villa. And we also then have best of luck, Barry Rod, keeper lit, we love you, and so proud as always, from Claire and your three boys. So some lovely messages coming in there for Barry from Claire and the boys.
But don't people look so relaxed now, Deborah, too, when you look around? You see that wonderful shot looking over, our drone is now back over the quays, and you can see all the people streaming in, but we can see them up close and personal, and they're just relaxing, having a wee sandwich, having a wee chat, swapping notes about how did it go, what did you think of it?
Talking about their time.
Are you signing up for next year?
Well, hopefully there will be. Like, how could you not, after the atmosphere that we've had here today? Lots of people coming past and
there's
saying,
Mohammed.
Saying hello.
Mohammed and his wife, who came up to the track for Newry City Runners.
Hi, Mohammed.
And that was how long ago since you came up to Newry City Runners for the track running?
Yeah. How long's it been, sir?
How long? About a year ago you came up to Newry City Runners for the track?
Yeah, about a year ago, yeah.
And here you are doing are you in the half of the 10K?
The 10K, first 10K.
First 10K?
First 10K, yeah, so slowly built up to it, but yeah.
And your good lady wife, the little baby, has arrived. Hello, how are you? Yeah. We used to pace around the race.
Yeah, they came to support me, so yeah, it was really good. Really good having them there at the finish line.
How are you keeping?
Yeah, no, good. It was so lovely. It was such a nice day. It was lovely to be here to support Mohammed, and we really enjoyed it. The atmosphere is great.
And the sunshine of the atmosphere is fantastic.
Yeah.
Didn't I tell you, just take your time around the track and we'll get there? Next year. Next year he's doing the baby mountain and you're doing the 10K.
Yes.
Absolutely brilliant. Lovely to see you again.
Good man, Declan, sorting out entries for next year already. We have more good luck. We've more good luck messages coming in here. We've good luck Matthew, Loughran, and James, and that comes in from Karen. As more people sit and have a little chat, I suppose, to Declan as he's coming along there. Here's one here, a good one. Guan Jonathan, and that comes in from Dara Doherty. So Guan Jonathan, I hope if you're coming in to finish there that you go on and get yourself down to the finish line as quickly as possible. Good luck, Mum, and that comes in from Abby. So I hope Mum is having a good run out there. We have my dad Terry in the 10K. You've got this. So you've got lots of support, Terry, there from Emma McConaghy. So hopefully Terry is doing well in the 10K, and it's maybe even finished and enjoying a beer.
Could very well be. Could very well. There's another family coming in, supporting, running across the line. It's not nice to see. Just encouraging the 968. Who was 968? Or 568?
Declan's going to have a look and see. And while Declan's having a look at it, I can see that Sean McFarland has just completed the race, and there's Dara and Louise. So the lovely McFarland family, all obviously taking part in the run today. So well done to Sean and Finn and Louise and Dara. We also have a message here, best of luck to Tiernan, Niall and Luca, who are doing the half marathon, and that is from Steph, who is stuck in Glasgow. So Steph, hopefully you're getting to watch us live online and picking up some of the atmosphere that these wonderful drone footage is showing us here, just of what's happening at the front of the quays, and the people, the runners are still coming in here thick and fast, coming up towards the finish line and getting to enjoy that. I suppose that sort of little victory at the bit.
Isn't there? I heard a PB bell ringing there. I heard a PB. Oh, I think it's just one of the enthusiastic kids runners.
Normally Declan, you love a wee sprint finish, don't you?
I do. Yes. Yeah. That's about it. That's the only record that I'll break. The last 5 seconds.
So.
The last 5 seconds. There's Patricia there. Hold on, I'll go and see if I can get Patricia here.
So this is Patricia Simpson that we were talking about earlier on, who is pacing and who's one of the really key supporters of Newry City Runners. Her and her husband Peter and the whole family, they're always out. The kids are always decked out in the Newry City Runners gear, and it's great to have them here today. And I say Peter's on a scooter, and the kids have got the medals around their necks, so they were obviously doing the fun run, and Patricia still has the pacer vest on her, and she is coming to come and have a little chat with Declan about the race today and how she got on with her sub 55 pace.
Patricia, come in.
Congratulations, Patricia.
Hello, how's
Congratulations, well done.
Thank you.
A tough day out there today.
It was a hot day in the office. We can't complain, no rain. So
look at it, Peter's here as well. Peter,
right.
supporting fan and husband number one. What do you think of this woman today, Peter?
Oh, she's done a fantastic job today. She got everybody in the right time, didn't she?
Yeah. Nerves were the first time pacing, so the nerves.
Was it?
Yeah.
Did you have a bit of a sleepless night last night, thinking of the responsibility that you had to bring them all over the line?
Oh, 100%. My stomach was all over the place. The butterflies were flying, but you know what? Really enjoyed it now. So once it just goes right, settle, watch the time. But you had to be careful with the headwind out there, and then the heat. When to speed up, when to slow down, but it was great.
How did you plan for that on the way into the run, if it was your first time pacing?
Well, I've also done the course, so I also knew what was ahead of me and when the turning point was, and I knew when the headwind was going to hit, so I knew when to speed it up at the start, and then the headwind, then I knew I could lay it back a wee bit, you know.
But you find the headwind out on that dual carriageway, and we've been saying it to everybody, it's in your face going down, it's in your face coming back again.
Exactly, and then it doesn't help when you've got a flag flopping around too, you know, so
that was a new innovation this year. Last year was balloons. I think the feedback was people couldn't see the balloons, so they went for the butterfly wings.
Oh, you couldn't miss me. Hey, I was in bright yellow and flag, so it was great.
Who have we got here? Name check the supporters club.
We've got Harley and Haley Simpson, don't we?
And they normally are getting pushed around the race as well.
They normally are, yes. I normally help them in a double buggy. Last year they both were in the race, pushing along, so there was, and it was great. And then they enjoyed it, so that's the main thing. And then they done the wee fun run today, so they did.
Oh, did you do the fun run? Brilliant.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy pacing? Was it something that you thought, I'm sort of sacrificing my race a bit here for others, but it's the right thing to do?
It actually was really enjoyable because I knew I had to bring the pace down. Normally I'm fighting for time and you're pushing yourself so much that you don't actually enjoy the run itself. But because I had to bring it back and relax and just speed, it was actually quite nice and enjoyable. So yeah, hopefully I'll be asked back.
Well, listen, you said relax, go away and relax and enjoy the atmosphere, and well done to you, and well done to the dynamic duo here on the fun run as well, and to Peter, your support team too.
Well, thank you, and for the amazing team that I'm with, NCR, you couldn't beat it, unbelievable, great day, sun's out.
Did you make a wee video on your way around as well?
Maybe.
Keep an eye out for a Patricia Boyd special video.
Oh, exactly. Oh yes, and don't forget, I'm Mummy Roadrunner on TikTok, so like and follow.
Always get the plug in.
Off you. Well done, everybody. Well done. Oh, you got your medals as well. High five. You. High five.
Congratulations,
There
Patricia
you go.
and the Simpson family. Always such great supporters of this race, and they summed it up there, Patricia did, about the work that NCR have put into this event. The work that NCR have put into this event and what they have done to make this such a success is unbelievable. And we do hope to get to talk to our new chair of the NCR committee, Damien Maguire, who's been working on this for a long time, but it's the first year in the role as chair. We do hope to get talking at some stage, and to race director Peter Linden
as well.
It's always just a little too soon for them to relax yet. I think they'd like a few more runners over the line before they quite relax. So
come in.
We're still seeing.
His family are coming in for a photograph here, Deborah.
They are indeed, and that's your family, Declan. So great to see them. And Marina obviously had a brilliant run out there today. So great to see them in there. We're seeing lots of runners still coming down in here to finish, and hopefully all these runners will get an opportunity later on to have a look at this footage on YouTube and see themselves coming over that line and to celebrate that victory. So really, it's hard to describe the atmosphere here this morning. It's just buzzing. We have runners coming in with their tops off. We have people having a little alcoholic-free beer. We have people enjoying their sandwiches. We have lots going on here.
Countdown to midday. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's midday!
We should actually have been doing that as we went along, Declan, giving a few time checks so that people could see what time to watch.
There was that much going on. Time was just flying through. That was Patricia's. Patricia was back to recover her refreshments, what she forgot.
So just to do that, Declan, we probably started a few minutes after the 10k started. So if anybody's trying to see where they're at in terms of crossing the finish line, if you just check out, I suppose that it was 12 midday.
And work your way back.
Just a couple of
That's
seconds
a good idea. I hadn't thought of that.
Yes, so you can just check in and see.
Like a clapperboard.
You're right.
We put a marker at midday. From
there
you
you
can work your way backwards.
Might get a job in TV yet.
There's O'Rourke's coal yard. That's where the coal used to come in. For anybody that's not from this part of the world, that is a ship canal that was developed linking Coal Island down through Newry Canal into the Albert Basin here, and taking the ship canal then on down through to Victoria Lock, where it goes back out into Carlingford Lock, back out into the open sea. And that is a wonderful, and look at that shot there. This whole area is designated to be developed
City Park.
To the city park. If the drone can come back a bit, he probably can't hear me because he's very, very high up in the sky.
So we're
really looking back down Greenbank, but you can see the whole that whole triangular area between the two waterways is going to be developed as the city park. That's the Albert Basin. O'Rourke's was the coal yard, so they used to bring the coal in there, offload the coal off the ships. That whole area is going to be developed. It's all in with the planners at the minute, so they're looking at all the heritage of the area.
So
they're
hopefully
looking
in a
at the
couple of years'
development of the area.
Hopefully in a couple of years' time we'll be maybe able to start and finish in the city park, or at least have maybe the
You
after
can see the Canal Court Hotel there, St Mary's Church, Newry Cathedral, looking back over the city, the Buttercrane Shopping Centre, again another one of our supporters, and we're looking back down to the quays, and these drone shots are live, amazing, showing the city off to its best on a wonderful sunny day for the Newry Half Marathon, 10k and fun run. And a big thank you to Ali McKenzie, Ali who brought all of this together last year and said, we can do this, guys, worked with the guys of Mobile Media, pulled together the team, and here we are live to the world showing spectacular pictures of the finish lines for the Newry Half Marathon and the 10k.
And yes, we cannot be more thankful for this opportunity to bring this type of atmosphere to the world. And you know, so much of the city has got behind it, Declan. I don't know if you got a chance to talk about some of the things that our runners can expect afterwards.
No, we haven't said what we can see afterwards.
So we did mention a little bit about maybe a pint en route, maybe not quite en route, but McCoy's Bar and Off Licence are really having to create a party atmosphere on the route home, on the final stretch with music. And I do believe they said such things as having showers, etc. That
I wondered about that.
I know.
Wondered about that.
I don't know how that works, but there you go.
Too many bars around the town that have showering facilities.
Well, they do not indeed, but maybe that is a thing, and maybe that is something that we should look at. But McCoy's Bar is offering a brilliant after party this afternoon for anybody who wants to go and celebrate their victories this evening. Grounded espresso bars are offering a free hot drink to medal holders today. So our good friends over in Grounded are being very supportive of the half marathon. Thank you. Callum at Heat Health and Fitness has donated a fab free trial class,
which is just up from us along the Merchants Quay.
Along the Merchants Quay, and Heat again are great supporters of the events that are taking place in Newry. This event is actually part of Health in the City, which is a wider initiative that Newry Bid are doing to promote health and well-being in the city. And what better event could you get than today to promote that? Bruni's coffee truck are offering a free tea or coffee to medal holders, and Bruni's are located just up at the top of the Dublin Road Hill for anybody who would like a free tea or coffee afterwards.
We talked about the Blues in the Bay Festival. I don't know if they could hear the blues music as they were turning down there at Narrow Water, but it's a big festival weekend down in Warrenpoint as well, the Blues in the Bay. Fantastic weather for that. And the Hidden Garden Wellness Centre in Warrenpoint are offering runners discounted recovery treatments across Sunday and Monday as well down there in Warrenpoint.
Brilliant, and it just shows the level of support that this event receives from right across the community, from Warrenpoint to Newry City
and beyond.
Great support for our runners that are coming in at the minute, and it's great to see the crowds, even across the morning, Declan, have really gathered.
They really have, and you've seen that sort of the transition of that over 1,700 runners between the two events taking part in the race, and then they've come back and now they're part of the crowd cheering on the other runners coming in, and it's just swelling here in numbers as the days progressed.
Now, the girls weren't able to get a hold of our female winner of the half marathon, unfortunately.
They've disappeared into the crowd.
Disappeared, but we will try and get you the names somewhere along the line. So we may have got those through. We will get those and bring those to you, so we can let you know who the first, second, and third finishers were in the female race of the Newry half, because it is important to give those people a bit of kudos and place for winning the field.
Somebody down there will have the names and they can bring them to us.
I think we will get a hold of them at some stage. So. Well, just as we say it, we may have had one of our half marathon ladies coming towards us. So. Just right at the very right time. So we have Alex coming in to join us, and we're just going to find out how she got on. So, Alex, I'll get you to have a little chat with us.
Yeah, of course. No
so, Alex, did you win the race?
Yeah.
You came first?
Yeah, the first lady. Yeah.
Brilliant. And what time did you do it in, Alex?
I think it was 1:20 something. I don't know the seconds. I just kind of did it as a long run today. So
just like good. A long run.
Yeah, it's a bit hot now. So.
And that's not a local accent, Alex?
No, I'm from the south, but my family are from Crossmaglen in County Armagh. So.
Brilliant. So you do have a local connection.
Yeah.
And have you ever ran this course before?
No, I knew it was flatter than around Crossmaglen, so that's why I decided
I remember doing the Crossmaglen 10K one year, and it certainly was not flat.
Yeah, no, that place is just in the hills, so yeah, this was definitely a much nicer course, and the weather and a great setup, so well done to everyone.
Thank you. Did you come vying for the win, or had you looked at the times from last year's? Did you think there was a chance?
No, I actually did it. My uncle Brendan isn't well at the minute, so just to give a shout out to him. And yeah, today I wanted to give him the win. He's a local Crossmaglen man as well, so yeah.
Good man. What's his surname?
Today. Donaghy.
Brendan Donaghy. Oh, well, listen, we're all thinking of Brendan, and hopefully he'll feel better soon, and I'm sure he'll get a real lift out of you having picked up the silverware today. So what did you think of the course?
Yeah, it was really nice. I actually thought the stretch was a bit long now. I think I turned around to the man on the bike. Luckily, I had him to help me. And I said, when are we going to turn? And he goes, just another kilometre. And that was a very long kilometre.
Were you away on your own?
I ran with I just kind of took the first 10 nice and steady. ran with the group, ran 350 Ks, and then I decided then the wind was on the back coming back into Newry, so it was a nice stretch home.
You're the first person that said the wind was on their backs coming into Newry. Most people sort of thought it was back in their face again. So.
Oh yeah, well Kildare would. I'm so used to the wind now at this stage that today was a very nice day. So and really well set up. So thanks again for having me, and I'll be back again next year.
Brilliant. We'd be delighted to have you back, and hopefully to contend that title. And thank you so much for coming down today, Alex. Hopefully to bring even more of your running club with you next year and tell them what we have to offer here in Newry Half Marathon. So thank you so much.
No, thank you. And see you next year, guys.
Brilliant.
Yeah, thank you. And well done again. It was great.
So that was Alex, the winner of our ladies half marathon. Really fantastic times that she was doing today there, and great to hear her talking about that stretch coming back up the dual carriageway. I think anybody that has ran that stretch of the road knows that it is just so long. So it's great to have, we mentioned them earlier, our cheer zone, which was the Breastmates, one of our charities that are here today. And some of those charities have just done really amazing work. I know Declan mentioned them earlier on, but I think it's worth giving them another little shout out. Some of them are very close to my own heart. We do quite a bit of work with Women's Aid Armagh Down and Clanrye Group, who are two wonderful local charities, bolster community. We had Clanrye Group, I know there's a good group of them out supporting on the course. Obviously Bolster Community was represented by Michelle Lundy. We had Breastmates in Newry. We have our wonderful Liz here from the local press. Liz just is a photographer who has just arrived, and we were getting our photograph taken while we're chatting there. We also see Edwina has come in from Wood Innovations, and I'm going to talk to Edwina now in a second, but I'm just going to quickly name check the rest of our charities. We had Davina's Art, represented by Michelle Russell, the Kevin Bell Repatriation Trust, another amazing local charity here in Newry. Downright Brilliant, who are a brilliant friend of Newry City Runners, and we had Laura Devine and the Devine family, who are great runners in the local area, representing Downright Brilliant. And I mentioned already Women's Aid Armagh Down, and there's a team of Women's Aid ladies out on the course, and I was sent a little message earlier on, and I'm just going to give them a quick name check. We had them at water stop number 2, and that was Neve and Natasha and Sarah, Paul, Charlie, Finlay and Helen. So thank you so much to all the WAD volunteers, the Women's Aid Armagh Down volunteers who were out on the course. And now doing a very demure looking stretch. There we have the CEO of Wood Innovations, Edwina Flynn, who's maybe going to have a chat to Declan, or I'll have a chat to Edwina about how your team got on today. I think we have to go in for a little hug on that one. Edwina, tell us how you got on today at the race.
We got on amazing, Deborah. There is 17 of us here from Wood Innovations. Can you hear me okay?
I can.
17 of us here, 6 did the half marathon. And
we gave them a shout out earlier.
We gave them a shout out, thank you so much. Very hot today, but amazing. So I think everybody is nearly back, and we're doing it for a very special cause today. We're doing it for the Cancer Fund for Children, which is very important because one of our team members, Christopher, 5 years ago, in memory of his son who sadly passed, and you know, we were here last year, we're back again this year, so every step we took today, every mile we took was just in remembrance.
We did mention little Connell last year, and we talked to Christopher. I've asked him to come and talk to us again this year. We lost Connell 5 years ago, and Connell's little brothers, Loughran and Cole, were doing the fun run today as well. So you know, there's so many ways, and I know Christopher has got Connell's photo on his t-shirt, and it's just showing that his memory will always be there, and you as the workplace getting behind that and supporting other families who are on a similar journey to Christopher and Jenna and their family, where it's so important, and just showing that support. So we are very grateful for your 17 runners, and you certainly brought the bright blue in your t-shirts, which was gorgeous. And I'm wondering as well how Philip got on. This was Philip's first.
This was Philip's first 10k. So I did see him. He was shouting at me coming in. So I'll see if I can find him. But he was running with his son Jack. he had 2 of his sons running today, so which was fabulous as well. But I am just super proud of our team here at Wood Innovations, like for 17, well including myself, 16 and myself to come out today to give up their Sunday. Great team building. We're all going to head to McGee's after now for a wee celebratory drink, but it's absolutely fantastic and it's lovely to see
and
so
don't
many.
forget, you can get a free tea or coffee and Grounded on the way past when you show your medal. There's quite a few different places. You have your free trial class from Heat Fitness, and you also then Brunies whenever you're finished, when you come out of McGee's and get your taxi home. Being very safe, you can go to Brunies and get a tea or coffee to medal holders, and then tomorrow you can go to the Hidden Garden Wellness Centre in Warren Point to get a recovery treatment.
Well, it's fantastic to see so many people. I believe there's 1,700 here today.
There's 1,700.
Yeah, there's James as well.
James has come in, and we're going to try and get a chat with James about how the lead car went. So we'll talk to him whenever we're finished.
Okay, I'll let you get over to James. Deborah, thank you so much. And thank you for the shout out.
Thank you so much, and thank you to the Wood Innovations team for 17 runners and for all that you have done for your Charity of the Year for Cancer Fund for Children. So that was Edwina Flynn from Wood Innovations. You can see from the images there, we've still got lots of people coming along the front of the quays, running towards that finish line, and lots of people streaming towards me here, proudly wearing their medals, and I think very gladly having their alcohol-free beers and their sandwiches from Subway and Erdinger, and obviously our protein balls from Brian, who we spoke to earlier from Cloud9. So here we've got some people coming, maybe a little bit of a sprint finish going on there to finish, and just look at that atmosphere here at the quays. It's absolutely wonderful. If you would stop talking to Edwina, we're maybe going to try and get James to come and have a quick chat to us, because James, who is my husband, was driving the lead car, so I'm just wondering how you got on, or what was the atmosphere like out on the course, James?
Oh, brilliant. It's going to be so warm. I think my team was reading 18 degrees driving up the road, but it felt definitely more than that.
We got speaking to some of the winners and some of the people who are coming in, and they said that they threw more water around them than they did actually drink. How do you think they found it out there on the course? Some people were saying maybe the headwind was coming in on the way back, and some people were saying it was the way out. Did you notice something?
Hard to tell when you're in the driving seat of the Jeep.
You want to trust your time, but from running the carriageway enough times in the past, you never get a completely wind-free direction. You're getting it one way or the other. I think I heard you saying that in the commentary earlier. 100%. If you get it in the way up, you're going to suffer on the way home.
Well, that's what we said, and that's why it's always so important that we have the pacers that maybe know to steady that pace and do that.
Pacers were so enthusiastic the whole way, encouraging, and they're so important, especially as it gets warmer and you start to lose focus. You know, just to have a single enthusiastic person to focus on, take all the thoughts and all the pressure away from you and just hang on for dear life.
It was Chris, who was the winner of our half marathon. He said that he started to sort of lose his head a little bit when he was coming back at the 10k
at the turn
point, and he said that our supporters on the bike.
Maybe if him and Brett Healy hadn't been sitting chatting.
Were they chatting?
5.5 minute miles at 4 or 5 miles in, loving it. I was looking back in the rearview mirror and my God, facing these two, and they were smiling, chatting. I couldn't believe it then when I had turned to come back and Chris had made so much ground on Brett, because they both looked like they were going to push it hard the whole way together.
And I had asked them, did they know each other? Had they met each other before? And they hadn't. So it was interesting to see even that bit of camaraderie between them.
Did you get speaking to the first girl? I didn't hear.
Yes, Alex. Yeah, okay. So she's from Dublin, and she's got relatives in Crossmaglen.
You want to see that girl running?
Was she amazing?
Oh, a gazelle coming down that road. Such a beautiful form of a runner, yeah. Very, very good.
You see, we missed a lot of that because obviously we were catching, the different views on the things. We're seeing the 2:20 pacer coming in here for the half marathon, so great to see those guys coming in, and Declan might get a wee shout out for who that is.
Yeah, that's Michelle O'Neill.
Michelle O'Neill, that is Michelle O'Neill from Clanry Group. So congratulations to Michelle getting her group in, and that looks to be, we're at 12:18, so that looks to be around the pace there. So thank you so much to James, thank you for managing the lead car and for getting our first set of runners in safely.
And here we have Jim McGuigan. Jim, put your pint down there, Jim. Hold on.
Can I not drink and talk at the same time?
You can try. Jim, congratulations. You've been working and training hard for this race today.
Well, not as hard as it should have been, but I still got a PB.
Did you?
Get in under
Did you ring the bell?
I rang my bell, yes.
Good
I've been ringing my bell all morning. Great setup. Well done, the Newry City runners. Fantastic setup today. They're so well organised. I came in just under 1:02, which
brilliant.
last year was 1:08.
So
that's not bad going. So
and how did it feel like? Because you were so close to nipping under the yard.
I was with the 60-minute pacer.
I could have gone a bit faster down at the...
No, the heat just was too much for me. I just couldn't handle the heat. And this morning was really warm. Fair play to anybody did a PB today. They earned it. They definitely earned it.
We were talking earlier on and saying just around about 8 o'clock when we came down here, it was lovely and fresh and a lovely time and a lovely atmosphere for running, and the climate was just right. And then all of a sudden, just around about 10, that intensity seemed to crank up. I don't know if it was all the people about,
it was all the
but
people
it just seemed to get warmer.
Like they got 2,000 runners almost here, and then all their supporters. Look at that. Could you ever ask for better? People still coming in here.
Pictures that you can see
the
coming in
crowds
as
are
well,
fantastic.
The crowds,
Look at that. The people still running in, and all those runners. Every one of them's a superstar to be out here this morning, coming down to do, whether it's a 10k or whether it's a half marathon. Every one of them, credit to every one of them in that heat. Well done. Congratulations to every one of you for running it.
I see your brother Paul is making his way over here as well. I think he wants to take your picture.
He's making his way over. He pulled his hamstring. He was supposed to be doing it with me this morning, but he pulled a hamstring and can't make it.
You were partners in crime on your Sunday walks up the big stone and up Sleeve Martin.
Sunday climb. Well, Paul, what about it this morning?
I couldn't have picked a better day to have an injury.
Oh, it's brilliant. But here, your beautiful daughter came in alongside me, so she did. She got a PB as well. So it's a great morning for PBs, even with the heat.
Great morning for the McGuigan family.
Yeah, we're all right. And Connor. Connor's just finished his half marathon in 2:10. Brilliant. And in that heat, to do anything, to do that 2:10.
This morning, Jim, did you aim to go out to get a PB?
I did.
Good for you.
I was last year very disappointed. It took me an hour and 8 minutes.
An hour and 8 minutes, Jim. That's incredible still to be doing.
But for a fat guy like me.
No, you're a Slim Jim now.
So it is. The big baldy fat guy.
If you can't see Jim on the pictures, but you'll know Jim from Bosco Drama Group, Newry Musical Society, New Point Players, and other groups near and far. You were in Pride and Prejudice recently in the Waterfront Hall.
Pride and Prejudice in the Waterfront there 2 weeks ago. Yes, I was. Sir William Lucas.
Oh, sir.
Looking after the Bennett daughters.
Paul's away. He's away.
Paul's away. He's left me. Big bro's left me. So yes. No, and lots of good shows coming up now. We'll have no town hall, so we'll have to be creative, and we're going to find spaces. We might even perform in the middle of the market or down on the quays here. Beautiful place to perform. Anywhere we can perform. We don't always run. We do a bit of performance.
Bring the Bosco
as well.
singers down here next year and set them up as a choir at the end, and they can sing or some part
and
along
they
the
can
route.
sing them all and get all the rap music going. So
102. 102.
I don't know exactly now.
102.
102. Slightly under 102.
Well ahead of 108.
I think it was 102.
Brilliant, Jim. Congratulations. Good to see you again. Keep running. There we go, and we see the runners coming streaming across the line. Again, family joining in. Isn't that wonderful to see? 758. I wonder who 758 is.
I know, he did spot that, and that is just beautiful. We'll have a look, see if we can find who this is.
758 is Eugene O'Callaghan. Well done, Eugene. Just walking gently across the line
with his kids, which is lovely.
So runners still coming in, and here's some of our tail end walkers coming in as well. They've walked the 10k route, and again, that's what you can do. You can come down and enjoy it. It's not a beautiful shot looking through the sail, what do you call that stuff?
Just looks
the masts of the boats.
They
look absolutely fantastic.
And it's great to
great
see
cheers,
people
and there's
still
more other family group coming across the line. They've picked up the
cheering family along,
the girls,
and cheering their loved ones in, and a lot of people now picking up their children to run across the line with them, which is great to see.
And people still out on the route. We were looking at that's the Greenbank turn just at the top of the dual carriageway. So we were saying that's shortly short of a mile they've got to go to come back to the finish line here.
Our 220 pacer come in, but we have a 230 pacer, so we'll probably fairly soon see Graham coming through with people, and a lot of Edwina talked about early evenings, some of her team, a lot of people doing their first ever half marathon, and there's a massive step up, Declan, from doing a 10k to a half marathon.
There is, but then people make that journey from a park run, a 5k park run, through to the 10k, and then get that sense of challenge, that sense of I want to do something different. And here it is. It's a perfect event. It's on your doorstep. It's a flat route. The support that you have here is incredible for all of the runners and for all of the supporters as well. Just looking out for the pacers coming in.
And it is, I suppose it is a lot more accessible to people than a full marathon, which, requires a huge amount of dedication. We haven't been able to get our second place or third place in the
Here's
half
Sarah
marathon
from
for
our Pink
females.
Ladies.
But I do want to read out the names of the 3 ladies who came first. We had Alex Murphy, who we got a little chat to, which was brilliant to chat to Alex, and Alex is obviously down from Dublin, but has contacts in Cross McLean, and it was great to get chatting to Alex. We had Nadina McIntyre was the second lady that was across the line, and then third place then we had Gillian McCourty, and congratulations to all those girls, Alex, Nadina and Gillian. But another lady who did very, very well in the 10k today is the gorgeous Sarah McCullough that we mentioned earlier from the Pink Ladies, and Declan is going to have a little chat to Sarah.
Hey Sarah, how are you?
Hello.
How many had you out in your group today?
There was 10 of us.
Right, 10. And all doing the 10k?
Yeah, all doing the 10k. There was one girl doing the half.
Right.
Gosh, that heat of the day was
Was it
deadly.
warm?
Declan. Oh, wow.
Well,
You can down,
that's a silly question, isn't it?
You had the breeze going down and then the dead heat coming up. It was deadly, so it was.
But that's a road you know. You
A road I don't love.
From Kilkeel to Newry, up and down and up and down and running up and down it as well. Does it make any difference when you're conscious of what that route is and you know going into it, there's not many turns, you've got to focus? What I do is I try to pick out a wee landmark or a wee bush or a wee tree.
You do. You just have to go and focus on what you're doing. Like today was the 10k. I've never done the 10k before. So you knew that when you were going down, you were turning then at a certain point and coming back again. So your ambition, your goal is just to get back up again, isn't it? And just keep going. And the heat today coming back up again is deadly.
Did you run as a group?
No, we didn't run as a group. We ran as individuals, so we did. And PB today, so we were delighted.
Brilliant, that's fantastic. Did you ring the bell?
I did ring the bell, so I did, yes.
What time did you get, Sarah?
43 minutes.
We're so proud of you, because I know you were trying to break 44.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
it's such an elusive number to get past.
Yeah,
so
I didn't expect that now in the heat, but was delighted, so I was.
That is well deserved. How did it compare to the heat in London?
The heat in London, gosh, there's no comparison. Do you know something? I think today gives everybody an insight of what the heat in London is actually like, Deborah, to be honest with you, because it's so warm here today, and then in London, you know yourself, you've got the big tall buildings, so there is no heat in London.
There's no breeze.
There's no breeze.
No
in
breeze.
London. There's no breeze here.
I did
So
London
gives everybody
2018, and they say that was. I think this year was comparable to 2018, but we had trained for it through the beast from the east and the snow and the blizzards. So you had all that winter training, and then suddenly you hit the heat in London.
That's it. You know, you go to London there and you train all winter, so you do, and then you go to London and it was roasting. You know, and then you come here today as well, and it's roasting too.
We're just not used to it.
We're just not used to it. But you know what? It is what it is, and it was brilliant. So super organised event, absolutely super.
Yeah,
We've already give all of your team a shout out, but do you want to give them another wee shout out, because the Pink Ladies and the Cons are very, very supportive.
The Pink Ladies and Cons, honest to goodness, they are a great wee group here from Kilkeel, fantastic, they really are. And to each one of them, they've all come on superb, they really have. So it's a credit to them all, credit to their families, because they all work and have families and everything as well. So it's amazing, they're all doing super work, so they're all these superstars. And to Shazmi, it was her first half today, so that was amazing as well.
We did give her a shout out, and we got a shout out from Diana Johnson, who couldn't be here today.
Can't be here today, she's actually on holidays. We'll miss her, so we do too. And you know what, Michael Fox gave us a wee hug earlier on,
did he?
got a photo with us. So I think he gave us the lucky charm the day, so he did.
Was Michael out on the course?
He was out on the course, his wife was running the day for a change, so
All right, there
he
you
wasn't
go.
running,
There
he
you
was
go.
babysitting.
There you go. So the opportunity of winning Best Dressed Lady today.
I don't think I'll win it today.
You're not in that competition today then, no?
Definitely not now, definitely not today.
Well, listen, well done to you and everybody taking part. It was absolutely fantastic. And it was lovely at the beginning to see you running as a bunch, doing your warm-ups as well, you know, all together.
Bit of crack.
Yeah, bit of
It
crack.
was really good fun today, so thank you, and thanks to Newry City for a well-organised event. Such a display of the food and everything, amazing.
Brilliant, brilliant. Sarah, all the best. Go and relax. Take care.
Thank you.
And we'll see you
Enjoy your
again.
evening, and congratulations on your PB.
It's interesting to hear people getting a PB on, you know, a day like today, whenever, you know, we're just not used to this heat.
Yeah, and people like Jim McGuigan there, who went out, so it was 108 last year, was determined to beat that, was disappointed with 108. How can you be disappointed with 108?
But I think, you know, within that, people have to allow a little bit for the warmer conditions, because, you know, Sarah mentioned it there, we talked about it earlier, like last week some of us were running with gloves on.
And a big shout out too to all the crew who are working on it, all the guys and girls who are out manning the cameras, supporting the camera teams out there, doing the sound, you know, for mobile media. They're out in the heat as well. I hope they brought their sun lotions.
We have such a team out from mobile media today. Even looking around us, we have the drone being operated behind us, we have the mobile camera here, we have the guys in the truck, we have the guys down at the finish line. We did try to get down to Drew to finish, but we couldn't. But here is Graham coming in, our 2:30 pace, and his little flag, as you call it, seems to have gone a little awry. But
it's wilted in the heat.
It has wilted in the heat. But Graham hasn't. Graham is still coming.
He's determined to bring anybody behind him for 2:30. Yeah.
Some of the crew coming in
Number
behind
88.
him.
Let's see who 88 is.
Hopefully going to creep in under that 2:30 mark. There's a few people coming down there.
And that's Louise Callan coming in behind Graham. Louise Callan.
So hopefully
Louise
will just make it over the line. We'll just make it over the line in time to get in onto that elusive 2:30 mark.
151.
Declan's quickly checking his little database here to see who we have.
151 is Sharon Duran. Sharon Duran coming in 151.
Great to see Sharon and a good crew of people coming in here that have obviously got great support out of Graham at that half marathon, at that 2:30 pacer.
166. These are all quite random, in no particular order, but just to give them a shout.
Anyone that we can get.
166 is Claire Smith from NRC AC.
And here's somebody getting coaching. Oh, here's Tracy. Tracy is coming in. Tracy Grant from Camlet. Tracy's a great runner, and I can see Martina, her sister, there coaching her along. And Tracy is a wonderful supporter of so many of these races here locally. Tracy works over in Harry Curry's, and anybody who goes into Harry Curry's in Newry will no doubt know Tracy because she's such a character. So
there's some people going for a bit of a sprint finish, pushing on.
Coming past us here, we have some of the team from Murdoch runners here, and it's great to see. You know, if we look at even some of our winners, Declan, we had, you know, with Ballydrain represented, we had Willowfield, we have Murdoch, we have, you know, obviously our own Newry City runners and Newry AC, and so many of the clubs coming out to support us. And there's a real sprint finish going on there. There's somebody that found their energy in the last,
held it back
in the dying moments.
40 is...
And we have 468.
40 is John Callahan doing the half. And 468 is Aaron Patterson of Grumpy Old Runners.
Grumpy Old Runners. And I've seen that he had a support there. And there is Derek, that we can see from MJM. And MJM Marine had 3 teams out recently in Belfast Half Marathon, so lots of local runners supporting lots of local events there, and there's obviously we give MJM a little shout out for all that they do here in the local community as well.
Well, there you go, it's 12:30, so for the last 3 hours the area around the quays here has been buzzing with supporters, with runners, with facilitators, with food, with drink. It's been an incredible atmosphere this morning.
And I just think the difference that the weather makes. You know, if we had this weather all the time, we could do so much more in this country.
As a man once said, wouldn't it be great if it was like this all the time?
You're right. Who was that?
I don't know.
We'll not name check him though, but I'm seeing quite a lot of people now coming along wearing their t-shirts, so we'll maybe try and get a hold of one of them before the end of the event here as well.
Oh, there's another support coming in. Who's that? Oh, Mr. Number.
So somebody very proud maybe of their mum coming through there.
And one of the things that we do want to do, Declan, before we finish is we would like to get a chat to, I know they're very busy, but to Peter Linden, the race director, and Damien Maguire. So we did send James off to go look for them, so hopefully he will
We'll
find
have to
them
send somebody off to look for James.
at some stage. So we may have to do that. So
here's Joanne, just helping a runner down the final stretch, 5:12. 5:12 is Jacinta Rankin. Jacinta Rankin, 5:12.
yeah, my husband. No, but he's your husband.
Oh, okay.
And who's that? 103 we can see on our screens. And 103 is Rebecca McKay. Well done, Rebecca.
Great work,
and
Rebecca.
5:12 there you can see 5:12 is Jacinta Rankin. Joanne's bringing her over the line. And 6:16.
Jacinta, because it's a tough day out there in that heat.
6:16 is Olivia Hennessy.
And 103.
And 103. 103 is Rebecca McKay.
Okay, so I thought we had Rebecca in
we had,
already,
yeah,
but
yeah.
but there's a 103 just after coming down past us. So. And there's Samir. How are you, Samir? Well done. Well done. Do you want to come and have a little chat with us? So we have Samir, one of our runners here, is coming to have a chat with us. We're live on YouTube, Samir, so we're recording and broadcasting. Will come in and Rashmi, how are you?
There's another family coming in.
Yes, tell us a little bit about how you got on today.
Very good. It's a fabulous day. It's a sunny day and the crowd is class. The vibe is great. You know, we really enjoyed it now. Yeah, thank you.
Good. What about you, Samir?
Very well organized here, absolutely. Everyone is cheering and it's just great. Yeah, thank you.
Were you doing the 10K or the half?
10K, yeah.
10K. And how did you get on?
Excellent.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Well, listen, well done. Congratulations to you
Congratulations,
both. And enjoy the
well
rest
done.
of your
Thank you very
evening.
much. Bye-bye.
So you can see there's two runners coming in together. And again, a little bit of family support for that last couple of 100 metres down to the finish line. Is that is 7:09. Let me see who 7:09 is.
It's great to see some of our runners coming over to have a little chat with us as well. So, brilliant.
7:09 is Darren Oliver O'Reilly. Darren Oliver O'Reilly on his way through.
Well done, Darren Oliver.
And hand in hand over the finish line. That's someone who's finished and come back and done a little pickup support. 4:73.
And we have 7:49.
4:73 is Stephen Bala. Coastal Runners.
7:46 coming in, getting a lot of support just on the way back down there.
And 7:46 is Jessica McGann.
So well done, Jessica. Great to see that. I see one of our pacers.
I'm going to go Joanne
just
here.
across
And
the
I'm
road.
going to
So
grab.
I think if you maybe could have a little chat to Joanne, because Joanne's a great supporter of our local racers. She was pacing our 10K, excuse me. Oh no, she was pacing our half marathon for the sub 150 today, and she is still out on the course coaching people over the line and encouraging people over the line. So Declan has managed to grab her attention, and we are going to now get a little quick word with Joanne. So Joanne, congratulations. How did you get on with your pacing job today?
It was very tough, going well at the 150, and then at mile 9 everything was going well. I stopped to a glass of water, took a big water. It was so warm out there, my cheeks are flying off me here. And then
I thought you were just blushing.
I know, just blushing. You make me blush, don't you? And then there actually was a guy, a real strapping big fit fella, who was actually took on well. So I stopped with him for a wee while, gave him some water. We walked for a bit. But he kept going and he was fine. Then I saw him down the dual carriageway. Damien and Anya were looking after him.
Oh, right,
so,
okay.
all in good hands. So,
Right,
and then that was it. But I didn't, it was 153. But there's nothing I could do. Was looking after him was a bit more
Yeah,
important.
the sacrifice your pacing down to help them out a bit. Well, that's a priority, isn't it? We want people to be safe. We want people to be safe.
And enjoy it. And like I said, it was just exceptionally warm. But there was good loads of water stations we were well looked after by the crew. They really were. Like, there was water shops, found plenty of water, and
And lots of support out there in the
loads
course.
of support, and there was the band over there at the start was absolutely amazing, and then at the end as well.
Had their cheers
yes,
on.
they
Had their
had
cheers
them
on,
twice.
yeah.
I actually got a drink of water of them. They were lovely. Everybody was well supported the whole way.
That's
so
the lovely thing
sorry
about this route. If you miss it the first time, you'll catch it on the way
Oh,
back.
absolutely.
And you'd be
absolutely.
glad that it's the second time and it's not the first time.
100%. But I know I did enjoy it. I didn't do my job. I didn't do the 150. But I said it was more important looking after everybody else. But
I must say, earlier in the year, you encouraged us to get involved in the Portadown Half.
Yes.
And I really enjoyed that. That was a lovely, lovely run.
yes, absolutely. Like, I'm from Portadown.
I know.
Love it. It's
That's
a
what I'm
lovely
saying.
route. My home route. I know it like the back of my hand. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Really good club as well. And yeah, very good support. And you did well yourself.
I did all right.
That's the only reason he mentioned it. I wanted you to say
I know
that
him
he did
too
well.
well to know that. You crafty.
And I know him better.
I saw you knew that route. I hadn't a clue where it
What
was.
did you do, Declan? Tell us what time it
Oh no, I didn't. No.
You did the half,
Don't talk
did you?
about time. We don't talk
You
times.
did the half.
I did the half. Yeah, I did the half.
good.
It was a long haul up the towpath now on the way
But
in.
it wasn't as windy as last year, and it was well supported by Newry. It really was.
It really
Newry
was.
City
And
Runners,
that's the
like-
nice thing too, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, supporting clubs, support one another, support one
Absolutely.
another's races.
And you get ideas from
Get
different
ideas,
ones as
yeah.
well and everything. But yeah, it's very good. Thank you. I'm glad that's over. I definitely am glad that's over.
But you'll be back.
I hopefully
Yeah,
am
I'll be
back. At the helm. But listen, thanks very much, guys.
Thank you
Well
so
done,
much.
and thanks for looking after that runner as well. So
Thank
it's
you.
so important. Peter Linden. I say Peter Linden, race director's here. Come around here, Peter. You've a smile on your face. You're looking happy. Come into the middle. Come into the middle. Peter, you can draw a breath now. Pulling all of this together. Damien Mulholland was here earlier on. He said, this year started planning the year after last year's.
Yeah, that's just like right.
I mean, the amount of work that goes into this, from yourself, the team that you have, that small committee you had, through to the volunteers that you pull in for the day, it's incredible.
Oh yeah, well, there's a kind of a core group of people that help organise this throughout the year, and then, like you say, we pull in. There's teams with just 100 volunteers or more on the day here, and then there's a group of people, maybe 15 people, who just work so hard all year long to get this in action and to get what we have today, which it's just absolutely brilliant, isn't it? Really?
Do you have to book the weather very early on?
Yeah, we do. We sort that in February.
But you did a better job this year.
I might be a wee bit sunburnt.
Well, I tell you, Joanne was saying she was pacing at the 150, and there was one of the runners who was just getting in a little bit of difficulty.
Yeah.
She slowed down, got them some water, brought them along, let them walk a wee bit and things like that.
Yeah.
But the important thing is to get people across that line safely, having enjoyed their day.
Well, we have a team out there looking after people, with all the paramedics on course, all our marshals out there to make sure that everybody gets home safe. And yeah, people just had to slow down and walk today, and what's it now, 24 degrees or something like that. It's a hot day. So, but nearly everybody's home now.
I think we're a little bit shaded here under this canopy. We've done well to stay out of the sun, Peter.
We have, yeah.
I think it's very important. I know sometimes we always be afraid to give a name check in case we miss anybody, but I think just some of the key club and volunteer personnel included in this event. You had your chairman, Damien Maguire.
You had the list this year.
Anya Fagan, deputy chair. You see, we missed a
few last year.
We had a Tractor McGuinness, Cormac Cranny. We have Eva Kitchen, your good lady, the treasurer. We have Gemma O'Rourke, James McAvoy, who's running around making sure we were set up online. Karen McElroy, who's our secretary, who does so much for this. Noel Moan, who is our photographer, and I just seen him going past with a wee sneaky sandwich. He didn't think I'd seen him, but
he's
but
injured
I did.
this year. He's got an injury. Yes,
he is injured. But I mean, that's the thing, is nobody really, a lot of NCRs don't run this race. They forgo the race to actually support it.
Go.
We have.
I'll
I'll keep going in case I miss anybody. Pamela Fagan. We have Paul O'Brien, who's our kit man and who was giving out instructions for all the volunteers
today,
this morning.
He's still
Yourself,
out there.
obviously, as the race director. Una Campbell, our PRO, who we mentioned earlier on, who just does a tremendous job all year round, and Pat Rocks, who we couldn't do without, and obviously Willie McCracken. Willie's always there, and I know he was about here somewhere earlier on, but it's just
such a major presence in making this event happening. You know, not only front of house but behind the scenes as well. All these people.
Yeah, and then I mean, we have a lot of people backing us up. We've got Newry Bid, who help us a lot behind the scenes, as you know, Deborah, and Newry Credit Union as well, who get behind us and really make the event soar, really, as it has today.
And we spoke to Aean from Bid, we spoke to John from Newry Credit Union, and they're both delighted to be involved in this event and to bring something like this to the local community. And it was great as well to see, you know, the ladies from Bank of Ireland came along at one stage, you know, see some of the Bid businesses were even, you know, volunteering and getting involved in.
Very much got behind us this year, which is just great to see, and hope they enjoyed the day. And it has also been a great input from the Keys here to allow us to have the premises and the use of the whole place throughout the whole week and the run up to it, and they've been nothing short of fantastic with us as well.
And we did talk about the Keys earlier too, because you know, you really couldn't do it without this sort of a venue or this sort of space. And we talked about Sloane's for the Portaloos and all of our different suppliers that we had here, and like that's a hugely important part of a race. Is the first thing that people ask is, you know, and it's often a takeaway for people is, you know, were there enough toilets?
Yeah. You see that in the comments, won't you?
You do. Yeah. So
no, I think they'll be okay this year.
Good. Well, we didn't hear anyone complaining, and we only had a couple of people asking us. So normally we look like the sort of the go-to people. We were lost and found earlier on, and we were also asked a couple of different questions, but it eased off then. I think when they seen the microphones, people started to get afraid. So
but
they left us alone.
Peter, when the half marathon went off, how did you feel?
Not so much the half marathon, but I love seeing them go off. It's sort of like the end of a process, but you're still working at that stage. You're still thinking, and you're thinking, right, 10K's next. Let's get ready. So I really barely saw the half marathon go off. I was just busy thinking about getting ready for the 10K, getting ready for the front run. So that's the way we operate. But once everybody was away, relief in a way.
But you must be. You must be very proud when you look around, because you're platforming the sport, you're platforming the club, and you're platforming the city. And you know the pictures. You look at the pictures, those lone shots that you're seeing around the world. And when you saw that populated earlier on with the streams of runners heading up and down the dual carriage, it's just incredible.
Oh, it's brilliant. It's it. I'm absolutely proud of my team, proud of my club. And Newry has come out in droves today, and I know it's a good day, but there's been thousands and thousands of people out watching this, and it's brilliant to see.
And still 2.5 hours on, cheering as loudly as they were when the first runners came over the line. I just think that's wonderful to see.
We hope that the last runner gets the same experience as the first runners.
And we're still getting the messages of support coming in through the link. We've just had another one from Marty Rooney saying you're doing great, you've got this, and that comes in from Leanne. So thank you to that. And we now just have got a little bit of reinforcements coming in from.
You run away. Well done, Peter.
We've got
Congratulations.
some reinforcements from Brian looking after us here, bringing over the protein balls. So we'll certainly be trying one of those.
Can we nibble and talk?
We've a wee bit more chatting to do before we enjoy those. But thank you very much, Brian, and for being part of the event today. So we're still seeing runners coming through here, coming along the quays, and as I say, they're still getting the support that the earlier runners coming through. Nobody seems to be moving, Declan. I think everybody's
they're all here
put.
to stay for the day. Yeah,
they are, and why not on a beautiful day like that? And I'm loving our yellow t-shirts. I don't know, I'm sure we've got a couple of shots of them somewhere, but there's quite a lot of people now have chosen to put them on.
Yeah, as you can see the runners picking up their t-shirts at the end, and then transforming into
a non-sweaty version.
Well, that's very true too. But also something that would be very useful. You know, I like the high visibility element of it as well. If you're out running the roads, running the country roads, high visibility. Don't go out. You know, make sure you can be seen nice and bright.
Jennifer McAteer going past from the Scrabo Striders. Jennifer's a great supporter of local races in Newry and well beyond it as well. So well done to Jennifer. I see a medal around her neck, so she was obviously taking part. And
let's see if we can get a shout out for a few more of the runners that are coming in here on our finished cameras.
That sheer volume of people coming through and really enjoying this. And the amount
somebody
of families.
Just taking a little bit of water on board. Declan, there's a lovely shot.
gorgeous, and it's showing our city off in such a great light.
I love the lovely sign there, hurry up so we can drink. How selfish is that?
And the ladies have their non-alcoholic Erdinger, so
Yes,
I don't think they waited for
No,
the
they
runner
didn't,
to come
they
through,
didn't,
because
no.
they still look to be waiting on somebody to come along. Some of the signs that you see at races are so humorous.
They're very clever, aren't
They're
they?
very
They're
clever. They're very clever.
Well, I was going to look down and see, give a shout out to some of the
Yes, we missed a runner there coming.
some of the runners that are
past
coming
us,
in.
And Peter's right. It's important that the last runners get as much support as some of the first runners coming through. I've seen people coming carrying flowers as well. So obviously somebody has given little bouquets out for some of the.
I'm just going to run down some of the clubs that we have here. Kilkerry AC, Northeastern Runners, Bohermeen AC, Monaghan Town Runners, East Breffni AC, the Rileys.
Oh, this is who I wanted to talk about, the Burnham Joggers, and that is Julia and Florent, and they are sister and brother-in-law of Peter Linden. So that's Eva,
there you go.
Eva Kitchen's sister, who have come over from England to do this race, so they are very welcome.
Abergale Harriers, Blaney Rockets. I was down in Blaney a couple of weeks ago. They had their own 5K.
And they're great supporters of this event as well.
Carrick Aces, Moynality AC, Dunboyne, Glenmore, Blackrock,
Northeast
Runners.
Here was a very popular runner. I'm going to try and grab a little
Glenmore,
chat to her for a second.
Newry Triathlon Club. A lot of Northeast runners. Glenmore, SKNB Dundalk. More Dundalk runners. Drogheda and District AC. Rory's team. Neve Martin. Paddy's Angels. RD and District AC. Cup of Cardio, RD Louth, Drogheda Triathlon Club, and Drogheda and District, and I'll pause there, but there will be more.
There will be more, Declan, but just while you were going through that, I spotted a lady who got a massive cheer coming down into the final few 100 metres there off the run. Tell us who you are.
So I'm Fionnuala. I run with Coffee Running Club Newry. We kind of just go on runs on Thursdays and Sundays, so just sort of chill vibes, coffee, everything. So that was them cheering me along there.
I like the sound of that. Fionnuala Coffee Runners Club. Yeah. Brilliant. So where do you meet her?
Town Hall at 9:30 on a Sunday, and I think 7. Not sure about Thursday time, but we have an Instagram page, so.
Brilliant. So Coffee Runners Club, and are you open to anybody coming along to join it? I think that's brilliant because, and I see you've actually got branded t-shirts there as well. How many of you is there?
It really varies. I think generally, actually I don't know. Sometimes there's only a few of us out, sometimes there's like 10 to 15 of us out.
And you have an Instagram page?
Yeah, there is an
Coffee
Instagram
Runners Club Newry.
Yeah.
Brilliant. I think that's a great thing because, you know, sometimes maybe when people are starting out, they're not sure how to start or where to start or intimidated. Was that, how did the Coffee Runners Club come about?
I only actually started running last May time after I finished uni, so I was just looking for something to do with my free time, and I saw the Instagram page and sent them a message, and we're like, oh, come on down. And that's been it, really.
Brilliant. So you joined the group then, and how many of you are here today? Do you know? I know there's at least, I can see at least 4 or 5 of you. So was that the aim?
At least 10 of us who did it.
Brilliant. Was that the aim then to take part in today's event, or
I
do you
suppose because we're locally based in Newry, we thought it'd be good to come down and support it. And I think a few of the girls did it last year as well. And I think just anyone who's free to do it signed up. And
how did you find the course today?
I thought it was good, but very hard with the heat.
I think a lot of people are saying that we're not used to that.
No, we're really
I'm sure you're normally freezing heading in for your coffee.
Baltic here, but it's a lovely day for it. So
brilliant. And will you be back next year?
Yes.
Brilliant. Well, listen, Fionnuala, thank you so much, and to the Coffee Running Club, and hopefully more people will join whenever they listen to this. And it's great to see people, I suppose, creating these clubs, and as you say, sometimes it can be intimidating for people to get started, so it's a great way to do it socially.
Yeah, it is very nice.
and to go from there.
We don't run every week, sometimes we decide can't be bothered, we'll just go for a nice walk together.
Just right, yeah.
It's just a
Run and
nice
enjoy it.
to catch up and see what's happening with everyone.
Brilliant. Well, listen, congratulations today, and to all of your Coffee Running Club crews.
Or your medal with pride.
Yeah,
or your medal with pride. Well, just
thank you, Fionnuala.
a few more clubs: Raheny, Shamrock AC, Greystones in district, RD in district, 121 Fitness, Rosson Runners, Ringsend Running Club, Bell Park Triathlon Club, Central Bank of Ireland, Lactic Acid. That sounds painful. RT in Beaumont AC, Doreen Harriers. There's a camera looking at the drone. That's a clever shot.
And we have
Watching
another
you, watching
interviewee.
you.
Well, I'm going to pause you again for a little second because
it's James McCaffrey.
It is James McCaffrey from Evora Hospice. James, how are you?
Good, thank you. How's things?
We are good. So you are out marshalling or volunteering today?
Yeah, out marshalling on the other side of the event today. It's nice to be on that side.
Yeah. So where were you stationed?
I was stationed on the Green Bank, so just as they turned off to head down to that on the Green Bank.
And you know that's a very important part of the race for people because obviously our half marathon runners have to go down and do a loop of Green Bank. The 10K is very happily bypasses. So have you a lot of coordination to do there?
Yeah, you're exactly right. Yeah, it's a hot day out there. I think there is just there's a few people sort of stopping and maybe dehydrated and that, but yeah, overall it was a great event. Yeah, the going down the Green Bank will be tough. It's nice to have a wee bit of race experience because you know what they need. I do know that even whenever they're going to turn right and it seems like it's a given when you're under pressure, you do be at races and you're thinking, where do I go?
I know, and it's so important, as you say, for people like you who know what to do and know
and
what
you
to.
kind of have an idea what they need.
Yeah, and
no.
it's not saying you're nearly finished.
Yeah, not saying nearly finished with 3 miles to go.
Yeah.
But no, it was really, really well run, and people's coming up and saying, you know, commenting the club. Obviously, I'm a member of Newry City Runners, but I'm not on the committee member, and talking about how well it was organised, and it was, because I think it's kind of, I was thinking this coming down the road, like Paul briefed us about what we were to do as volunteers, and I think it goes without saying, and I obviously do work with events with the hospice, but people do say that they don't see the work that goes in behind these events, and like you guys doing what you're doing, but people really don't, and there's just so much involved in making these days happen, so the team and the committee are unbelievable.
And so much coordination, and we've talked about that, I think, Declan, throughout the morning, about how much work goes in behind the scenes. But it's worth it when you see people here, and we're saying as well, like when you see people, you know, who've maybe finished half an hour ago, still sitting here, sitting in the sunshine. We can see people around us here sitting in the sunshine, enjoying their alcohol-free beer, enjoying their 0-0s, their sandwiches. And like, I don't know if you've seen any of the drone shots and footage that we've got. Like, it's amazing. So
high-end stuff there, isn't it?
I know.
It's brilliant, isn't it?
Obviously, your day job is Evora Hospice. What's next for the hospice? You're always fundraising.
Yeah, well, I mean, we have just kind of continuous campaigns. Like, we would call them flagship campaigns. You would know the car, and then heading in, believe it or not, starting to think towards Christmas events and different things.
You had a big team out in London at the marathon.
Myself, so did you.
You did, yeah.
And I think it's nice for me too to do that, to be like involved with running and love running so much. And
but it's a family sport for yourself, isn't it? You know.
Yeah.
Were you encouraged when you were young to get out and run?
Yeah, we would have been, like, obviously Seamus would have been Ron Eilish, would have both ran. When we were younger, we would have been doing cross country, and I was terrible. Like, I used to jokingly say that I'd been coming stone last in all the cross countries because I was small for my age. Still am, but
well,
yeah,
you got there before me, James.
We didn't say that. Hiatus is not to call it.
It's great to stand beside you, James.
And you feel tall, Declan.
You didn't look up to me.
And I know that's it. I don't look down to me, but yeah, no, it took a hiatus, as I say, and then
and there's a great couple coming in now. Look at that, supporting one another.
Love it. I love it.
Isn't that fantastic?
And Seamus is your dad.
He's my dad.
Yeah, and he obviously started our half marathon today. Did you get to have a chat about Seamus? I missed some of.
My sister's home from Australia, and they were having a wee Christmas.
He's away to Belfast.
3 months old, so I think he had to go to that. So.
Okay. Well, we were very proud of him and all the work that he has done for running here locally in the local area, and I'm sure you are too. And it was great to see him acknowledged here today. Then as
489 is Stephen Node. 489 is Stephen Node, and 966 is Natasha Node. So Stephen and Natasha Node, well done, and they brought one another over the line. That's fantastic to see as well, isn't it?
James, thank you very much for talking to us, and the best luck with your own running and with all your work at Evora Hospice.
Brilliant, thanks very much.
Thank you, bye-bye.
Thanks, James, take care. That's a lovely shot, looking back up the canal as well. It shows the canal of the wonderful a greenway and artery of blue and green through the city centre. And again, you can see that eventually linking down into the new park. It's going to really reanimate this part of the town as well, give it a whole new drive, a whole new dimension, a whole new space for activities and people to relax and enjoy and take part in.
You did a 12 noon. You did a 12 noon time check.
Oh, yeah.
I think you're very close to a 1
We're
o'clock.
very close to a 1 o'clock.
Time check. And
it doesn't seem that long, doesn't it? No, it flies.
It flies. And I'm thinking that our elusive chairman, Damien Maguire, is possibly not come to see us because we've set several people, and I know he's probably still busy. So I think it's about time. I think at 1 o'clock, maybe if we sign off and.
That sounds good. Anybody still coming down?
We leave the footage running for. The last few runners coming through there, and I know we will leave the live stream on, but just for us to finish up at 1 o'clock, I want to first of all turn around and say they've just come out from the van to
55
tell us
seconds.
that we're
55
probably ready
seconds.
to go. So we were on time. We were
We're at a
on
lovely
time, so
drone shot, and the drone operators behind us here.
and we want to say a huge thank you to the mobile
Media team
My
for
goodness,
all of the
to
coverage.
Paul and the crew, to Drew,
For
to
late
all
nights,
the
Paul was
guys.
sharing notes late into the night. The drone, look at that lovely drone shot.
Phil
On the
is
drone. Well
behind
done,
us, so
Phil.
Phil
Look
is
at that
taking-
shot going up the
Phil-
ship canal. Could you imagine being on a tall ship, leaving Newry to head across out into the sea and head over to New York? Imagine that you would have with 20 seconds to go. 20 seconds to go.
So the last thing that remains, we said, Declan, thank you so much.
Thank you
for
so
spending
much.
the morning with me and for taking us through our half marathon, 10k and fun run. It has been fun. We're on the countdown. So from Declan McConaghy and from Deborah Loughran, we would like to say thank you
Thank you so much indeed
and
for being with us.
congratulations to everybody who took part. Goodbye.
Bye. Bye.
Done. Want me to just start lifting the stuff out of the...
I don't know, I'll go and find out.
Where does your gear go to?
Oh dear, I'll put it into my car, but I'll get out of your van first, then you're free. Well, you're waiting, are you?
Well, I'm not waiting for Deborah, but the two girls come back.
Yeah, I'll dig it all out, and then you don't have to worry about me. Many more, big man?
I don't think that's it. I don't know. I haven't been told to stand down yet, so just do a road.